baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Past the Grave, we're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, gang! What is going on, everybody? Happy Gravy Day to you and yours. It's Past Gravy, episode 562 with Alex, Pat, and Robert, Bobby the Hog Barbosa jokes. I'm just going to use all the nicknames every time. But what's going on, everybody? Happy Gravy Day. I have some breaking news, everybody. I saw this on a post on Facebook before we started the show. Tourist season is coming, everybody. So watch out for the stampede. Somebody posted that on their Facebook. It's tourist season.
I now have an even stronger want to just stay inside and not go outside. So thanks for that. You're turning me into a hermit with the stupid shit you bring me.
Like, girl, you're 5'4". What stampede am I worried about? What you doing? I just don't understand, like, man, this time of year when it's Pisces season, that's when the fish are flopping. It's Cancer season. Go to the doctor.
Because I'd rather have that than deal with you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird that, like, when your personality is just your astrological sign, like, that is, we don't need to go too deep into that. The whole, like, oh, I'm a Mercedes. Oh no, I'm such a klutz.
I mean, it's one thing if it's just like you're into it for fun, like you just just fucking around. But the people that actually like believe it, you're a fucking psychopath. You're just looking for an easy out to excuse your shitty behavior.
I didn't have the right crystals out last night. It was only a waxing moon. And I had my blue crystals out, and I should have had my red crystals out. And what that does is it throws all of my chakras out of alignment. And that's just why I'm not very productive today at work. It's not because of, like, me not doing my work. It's because my chakras are off because I put the wrong crystals out. It's like, shut the fuck up, Crystal, and get back to work.
I can't stand it.
You're talking about rocks instead of fucking facts and shit.
Happily, I don't work with anybody that does that shit anymore, or at least they don't talk about it. Because there used to be some girls that worked at the restaurant, and man, I just had to be a dick to them every time I walked by them and they were talking about it. I didn't want to, Robert, but I'm a Cancer, so I couldn't help it.
That's true. Great point.
They do say that about Cancers.
They do say that. That's a very common saying about Cancers. Nobody wants.
They
to
are
get
abrasive. One. That's true. Nobody wants one around. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really all I don't really know what else to do with that, but just shout out to her. Taurus season is coming, so get ready, boys.
And if you have to deal with somebody that does that shit, I'm very sorry for you.
I really wanted to just ask you, be like, are you in your period? Are you gonna get your period? Is that what that means? That's the stampede.
Just tell them you believe in Norse mythology if they bring it up.
Oh yeah,
it's just as likely to be true.
What else we got today? Okay, I got some more stuff. Yeah, we got a fun show. We got a fun pod. We're going to be talking about T Swift. She's back. I got some fun fan comeback stories. Football fashion's back. And the weekly or bi-weekly Alex just pointing out how robots are going to kill us all. Then we're going to wrap up mock draft season. Maybe wrap up mock draft season with a mock draft of sidekicks before telling you what's not cool and answering your questions. Since we're in the Precome segment, I just would like to voice my opinion on something that I had not a fight. I would say it was an argument with my wife about.
So wait, say it right. You're what?
My wife. My wife.
There you go.
I was talking to my wife. So we didn't have a fight. It was just an argument that I think we got into because she doesn't understand that cake does not go bad. Cake doesn't ever go bad. I don't care how long it's been sitting out. Like, until it's got mold on it, cake is not bad. It becomes less good over time. But my wife was giving me shit because I was eating a cake that had been in the fridge for like 3 weeks, and she was like, "That cake's old. What are you doing? That's bad." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's been in the fridge. It's fine." She's like, "It's got eggs in it. It's got eggs that have been cooked."
It was in the
Yeah, they're
fridge.
cooked. They're good. Cake is delicious. It was a great cake. It was a strawberry cheesecake that had been left over from her
Oh.
baby shower. It's just sitting in there. I was crushing it, and there was so much cake that it just lasted like another week. And
I don't know
I
why
was
I didn't
just
get
like,
an invite to the baby shower, but okay.
I didn't either.
I crush at baby showers, dude.
Yeah, it was more like a female.
I'm kidding.
Baby shower.
Most of them are. Only me and my friends
Yeah.
made it a guy event.
But cake doesn't get bad at all. Yeah, if it's got mold on it, probably don't eat it. But you could also just cut the mold off and then eat around it, and that would be fine. So
Yeah.
cake is, once you made a cake is good forever.
It goes a little stale in the fridge, but stale doesn't mean bad.
Still doesn't mean bad. It's not as good. It's still good though. It's like pizza.
Guess what's still on top of the stale bread? Icing.
Right.
Icing always good.
It lasts forever.
Sugar, great.
It doesn't
As
go
long as
bad.
it's in the fridge, you're fine. Yeah.
Even if it's not, as long as it doesn't have mold on it, cake doesn't go bad.
And also explain to her that it's okay if you eat it and get sick. She can't though, because she's got someone inside her. You'll just poop your pants, which, you're overdue for. It's been a few years.
Yeah, 3-4 year streak.
So you're about due.
Pretty proud of myself, honestly. I mean, not even like I've had close calls, but no, like even like I gotta check. But yeah, just I'm glad you were with me on that. I'm the same way with pizza too. Like if I order a pizza and I don't finish that pizza and I set it out overnight on the counter, my wife's like, "No, we can't eat that. What are you talking about? It's been sitting out all night." And like, yeah, I get that you work in food service and you work at a bakery and you're probably, your bakery standards. But where I'm from, we eat pizza that's been sitting out all night. It's fine. It's pizza.
Yeah. I mean, one day ain't going to kill you. And if you're eating pizza that was left out, you're going to eat it all anyway.
Robert, do you think cake goes bad?
How long did you say it was out for?
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
In the fridge.
Yes. No, 3
In the
weeks.
fridge.
No.
In
Even
and
if it was
out.
In the fridge.
Even if it was in the fridge, 3 weeks, no way.
It was still good.
That cake
It
would
didn't
have
have
been
mold.
thrown out
Alex, did you have the shits?
like 2 weeks later or 2 weeks
No,
ago.
not that
See,
I
he didn't
remember.
even get the shits, so he was good.
They
And
didn't
even if he
remember.
did, getting the shits a little bit, it's worth cake.
Keeps me light.
He's got to preserve that streak, of not pooping the pants.
I don't think.
Well, I mean,
he's
I
due.
think he took too much of a risk.
Maybe eating 3-week-old cake is like the way to perfect that, where it's like, hey, I just got to keep introducing it to my body. Like how Pat always is like, I just constantly am drunk, and then my body doesn't know if I'm sick because it's like, are you sick or are you drunk? I don't know. If I'm just constantly eating just whatever, then my body's like, I don't know.
Explain it. Here's a spin zone you can use too, and now you can use this to eat a lot of questionable foods.
Thank you.
Just tell her that by eating this stuff that might be a little bad, you're building antibodies that you can then pass to your daughter, so she'll be healthier as a baby.
That's already in the womb.
No, I'm saying, but like he's building
Eventually.
these up for the next couple months. So when she's born, she'll be around him. She'll get the antibodies as well that he's, done from eating all these questionable foods.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
doing it
gonna
for the
try
health of
that.
your daughter.
I feel like it's because I love her and my family.
I think you can sell that to Emma, at least enough to where she'll be like, whatever.
Robert, also, what about this? Hey, I could go buy a new cake. You know what that does? That takes money in my pocket, possibly money on my kid's pocket. Maybe their college fund, huh? Maybe she wants to go to college or a trade school, which I would also love to start a fund for. She's not getting that if I'm spending money on cake. Now I got 3 weeks worth of cake. That's a lot of money I'm saving. Add that up. How many weeks in a year? 52. What's 52 divided by 3 times that. That's how many cakes I got to get this year. I'm not doing the math. You do it. That's your fault.
Can we go on record and say that cake isn't good at all?
Don't talk like that.
Just a non-shocking Bobby take.
Cake is not good.
Don't talk like that.
It's amazing how people will sit here and listen to these opinions he has and then still vote on it.
When
for
I
him
was
on
younger
things.
and my family would come over for birthdays, like, oh, what kind of cake do you want? I was like, no cake. I don't want cake. Don't even bring cake. They would bring cake anyway. I'm like, okay, so the cake was just for you then.
Yes.
It's my birthday, but you guys get cake.
You eat cakes at birthdays.
That's what birthdays are for. There's cake. There will be ice cream as well.
And Robert, you're not the only person there. So guess what? Everybody else that showed up to the birthday expecting they would get some cake, they still get cake. You can have a fucking pear or whatever it is you prefer to eat for your birthday.
Yeah, you
It
probably
gets
love
my
pear
wishes.
cake. You just put a candle in a fucking pear, and Robert's just like, what a fucking great day.
Like all cakes, you don't like any cake.
No, not really.
You don't. So I
How
understand.
dare
You don't like chocolate cake.
Not
You don't
even
like
one slice.
cheesecake. You don't even like tres leches.
I do not.
3 milks.
What is
Robert,
wrong
there's 3
with
milks
you?
in
It's
it.
too many milks.
That's
Robert-
not enough milks, honestly.
I think you need to get COVID again and just delete your taste buds because you don't deserve them.
Whoa.
He'll be fine.
Whoa. We don't wish COVID on anybody. Take that back. Say you're sorry.
It's too far, Pat.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry at all.
Take it back.
I
YouTube's
can't
probably
wish
gonna
Robert
flag
gets
us
a
now.
cold.
Yeah, YouTube's probably gonna flag us for terrorism now.
Fuck it.
Take
You
it
know,
back.
if you guys, I don't take it back.
Say you were JK.
He said he hates cake. That's so much worse than what I
Right.
said.
I didn't say I
But-
hate cake. I just said cake wasn't good.
Yeah, which is also bleep that part out of the podcast.
That's
too,
way
Robert.
worse than what I said.
Both of what you said was wrong. Okay? I think we can acknowledge that, and now we can start to rebuild the friendship.
Who doesn't like cake? I don't. Even after
He
all these
also-
years, you surprise me with these things, Bobby. Like, I'm not surprised, but it angers me.
It's because he has a new take that then you like flash back to like another terrible take he had. You're like, fuck, Robert hates peanut butter and jelly. I forgot. And then like you get mad about the old take he had.
Thanks for
that
reminding me of that.
about. Right. No, but it's just like that because now you're mad about 2 things. Like every time we have a food discussion with Robert, I feel like that's the way it goes. And you're like, God damn, Robert, I love everything about you, but why do you not know anything about food? And you're like, sometimes you just eat acorns. What?
Robert
Acorns
could
are
go
great.
to
It's a
fucking
great snack.
Italy and be in like Venice and Sicily and come back and be like, I didn't care for the cuisine.
Yeah, I'm not big into pasta, so I don't
They
know.
use a lot of cheese. Goes
a
to
lot of
fucking
McDonald's
Asia
around.
and he's like, yeah, not a big soy guy. So I didn't like any of the food there.
He just eats
Greece.
Pizza Hut. He eats
I don't know.
Olive
What do
Garden.
you eat?
I
Yeah,
eat plenty
what-
of things.
What did you have today for?
You're giving
run us through
major,
your
like,
day.
White
Get ready with me,
Protestant,
Robert edition. What did you? eat
Pepper
today?
is too spicy vibes right now.
I usually don't season my food. Yeah, or at
I
least
forgot about that too,
I
and now I
had-
remember it.
I had
Robert.
some scrambled eggs. I had a Belgian waffle, some bacon.
Why'd
top-
you go Belgian
top-
waffle?
Topped the
Because they're better.
waffle with some cinnamon sugar.
Okay,
It was a good breakfast.
that's pretty solid.
So I guess just sweet and savory. That's it for Robert. Not a bad combo. Wait, no, I can't even say that because he doesn't like fucking. You realize waffles are basically just pancakes, which are also
They
just
are
cake,
pancakes, yeah.
and that's cake.
It's
Right.
not cake.
It's cake adjacent.
Also, pancakes are better than waffles.
Disagree.
I honestly, I really don't have a take either way. They're both.
I don't have an
fantastic.
opinion. I
They're the
have a
same thing,
super-
shaped differently.
I'm not complaining if you give me either or, but like the fact that waffles can catch all the syrup, like that's a game changer, and I think that gives it a slight edge. I'm not saying that like I'm not ever eating a pancake because I fucking love pancakes, but like if you were like,
Yeah,
"Ah,
but
like,
pancakes
you
are.
had to pick one, I'd be like waffle over pancake just because it holds the syrup.
If I had to pick one, I'd probably take pancakes because I can eat like 7 of them stacked on top of each other, and they perfectly fit like that.
Yeah, but did you ever have to go to like a travel team, or did you ever with just your family went to like a hotel and you get to do the continental breakfast in the morning and they got the waffle maker and you're like, I'm putting all this shit in that. You feel like you're fucking Wolfgang Puck. You're like, yeah,
Never
flip
really
that
fucked
bitch,
with those.
flip it back, dude. You just feel like a
I-
king, and like I don't know how to cook
I
with
was
shit.
straight for
but
all of the bacon and eggs.
yeah. I
That's
also,
what I
but
did.
then you do that and then you have a waffle too,
I'd usually have like a
With
little bit of
everything.
cereal and maybe a yogurt with it too,
and
and like an
then you
orange.
don't eat it. You don't eat. All
I had
of
like
it,
a
but you're
full
just like,
General
"Fuck
Mills
you."
breakfast when I was at Continental Breakfast as a kid.
Can we just crash continental breakfast? We should make that like a. I know you would not do that because you would want to sleep in on a Saturday, but that'd be a really funny like just random like podcast dump we do where it's just like 30 minutes a week. We just go to it's like from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. isn't it? Like just from 6 to 8
Like
on
6
a
to
Saturday.
10.
Usually no, they usually close before people get up. That's how they get you. But it'd be really funny to just go crash like a bunch of random continental breakfasts and just like record us talking about whatever during that. Like,
You just-
and this
you
is our
got- you gotta
bonus
look
continental
hungover.
podcast.
You got to look
Yeah.
hungover, and you show up towards the end of them. Nobody
And
will
then
ever call you on it.
Our bit is we're just gonna like we'll have guests on it, and the bit Robert just tell them like we're gonna buy them breakfast. We take you to a nice little local breakfast spot, and it's just a hotel. And a lot of times, if we fly them in, it's their hotel. It's the hotel they're already in. We're not gonna keep you in a place too nice with room service. No. More like a Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn zone.
We'll spring for a La Quinta.
A La Quinta. Yeah, La Quinta has some fucking bomb ass.
I love La Quinta, dude.
The dogs there, they're pretty legit. My dad used to always travel for work, and he would just stay at the same hotels so he could accrue the points. And like all in college, if I ever had to go anywhere, he'd be like, "Do you need a La Quinta room? Got you a La Quinta room." He'd always upgrade you to the suite, which just meant you had like a couch and a TV and like another side of the room. So that was cool. The La Quinta fucks.
And the cuck chair.
I think they all have cuck chairs.
They do.
You never know.
How the
never
fuck
know.
did we get to La Quinta?
And
Oh,
cucks.
Bobby hates cake.
Yep, exactly.
I didn't say I hated it. Putting words in my mouth.
It doesn't go.
You said it's not good.
I said it's not good.
Sorry, you're right. I am misquoting you, but both quotes are equally egregious.
Yeah. Last thing I had in the pre-com segment, and then we can move on, is I heard somebody talk about it being a little muggy outside. And I know that I think muggy is like it's humid.
Humid.
Muggy should also be used to describe like you're going like, hey, you might get mugged if you go over there. Don't go there. It's a little, I would say it's a little muggy out. It's a little muggy out. It's like, I don't know. I saw some sketchy people walking around. So I got
Alex
with a
is
gun.
trying to create more words for racial discrimination.
No, because that could be
Yeah.
anybody. If I was just standing there with a crowbar looking all sus, you'd be like, this guy looks a little muggy.
Would you describe the third ward as muggy?
I don't think
Yes.
you're getting mugged there.
Really, I'm just thinking of U of H after dark.
Yeah. Yeah. Like New York City is muggy because you'd probably get mugged there. You could also get
That's
shot
true.
and stabbed there too.
I guess it's just like major cities.
Yeah.
I
But just
I
like
stick
it feels a
in
little
the
muggy
suburbs.
outside. It feels like I could get robbed. Like that's gonna be what I start using that for.
Just a sketchy ass gas station. You're on a road trip. Someone has to pee. I don't know. This one looks a little muggy.
It's a little muggy outside. Who's there? Did you see anybody? So just start working that into conversation from now on, everybody. What'd you guys bring in for pre-com segment?
I want to
I-
know what
Go
the
ahead.
perfect length is. Because
Right around
think
just under 6.
I think it's 6 inches, but I mostly see 5 and 7. And so I'm trying to figure out, is that what society has deemed is the perfect length for shorts? Either 5 or 7, because I think I prefer 6 inches.
I mean, a lot of people do go with 9.
Nine
Or at least,
is too
or at
long.
least they say they do, and then they get them, and they're like, "This is a little much."
Yeah, 9 is too long.
Yeah.
I think a 5 is perfectly fine. I think it's more than enough, actually. But I'm right around 6. Yeah, I like the 6-inch. The ones I'm wearing right now, I think, are actually 7s.
Yeah.
So it's a good short day for me. But
I think I have
Yeah.
mostly 6, 1, 7, but I've been trying to find some other ones that are 6 inch, and I just keep seeing 5 and 7.
honestly, when it's cold, I like to go with the 5s because it's a little shock to the system.
Mm-hmm.
When it's cold, I'm
Yeah.
usually rocking a 5.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm in
I'd like to
between.
see you in a
Maybe like
5 pack.
6. Yeah. You
I
should
mean,
rock the
my 5 looks good.
Seems.
My 5s look real good.
You know, I think I may have when we did a live podcast. You cut your jeans.
Oh, the jorts, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Darn like a Marlin too.
No
Which
idea
might
where
have been
they
like-
are.
That may have been like a 3. If I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, you cut those pretty
Could have
high
been.
up.
Yeah, it was in public, and I was a little nervous while doing it, so I could have been. Those could have been. It could have been just a 3.
Didn't you do it with overalls too?
No, I have overalls.
Maybe that's what it was.
I did it with something else. Maybe I did do it with the overalls. I don't fucking remember. I do a lot of dumb shit, and I drink a lot. It all rolls into each other after a while.
So you're a 6 inch inseam guy?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Not a cake guy. 6-inch inseam guy though.
Yeah.
And with the 6, you'll probably be able to see the tattoos that we're going to get. I'm probably going to get mine above the knee right there. So
Yeah. Make it right in the face.
you can't win the Gravy Gangster Award.
I can't.
You vote on it.
I know.
I mean, you could. That'd be funny. Give it to yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I can actually do anything I wanted.
You can.
I shouldn't.
Dictatorship.
But I could.
Or Supreme Leader Alex.
When Dwight made himself the Hey King. The Hey King is me. What'd you bring in for Precome segment?
I've been trying to rack my brain for 2 days. Oh, the only thing I got, I don't know why, but I've been getting random like old timey songs stuck in my head all day today.
I have to because of the show Fallout and because of the game Fallout.
No, there's no reason. I was walking around this morning and I started singing in the restaurant. My baby takes the morning train. Haven't seen old school. Euro Trip in so long. Didn't hear it on the radio.
Did you watch like a British show recently?
Nope. My brain is just fractured. So these things just randomly seep up there, but then I do like when that happens though, because then I get to walk around the restaurant and just go to different people and go, "Hey, you want to get a song stuck in your head?" And then I just start doing it. Because if it's in mine, it has to be in everyone's. Usually, I do that when I get a song I hate stuck in my head, though. Big, well, if I'm going to be punished, so is everybody in here. Because that's just the kind of guy I am.
Well,
yeah, I didn't have a lot this week.
But
a strange week.
Weezy's not happy about it at all. She says you need to do more work. You didn't do your job. Why don't we move on to the Comeback Kid segment that is brought to you this week by the Houston SaberCats. Ever heard of them? Houston SaberCats, the best rugby team in all of Major League Rugby. They're 6-1, and they're taking on the San Diego Legion back at home this Saturday at SaberCats Stadium. It's 2055 Maury Road, right off of 288. It's also U of H night when they're taking on the San Diego Legion this Saturday. Head coach Willie Fritz is going to be recognized at the game. They also got U of H mascots Shasta and Sasha in attendance. Huh, Robert? I know you're a big Sasha fan. Maybe not so much a Shasta fan, but still. Willie Fritz also was the Sam Houston head coach when I was at Sam. So maybe I'm going to go say, I'll go dap up old Willie. What's up, dude? Eat 'em up cats. And they'll be like, no, it's go Cougs now. I'll be like, no. We'll always eat 'em up cats. Probably down.
Like, I mean the SaberCats.
Yeah, eat 'em up SaberCat. Yeah, there. He's in great practice on eating them up cats. You got pregame festivities that begin at 5. You got DJ Chiatti from iHeartRadio's 93.7 The Beat kicking things off. They have a band from Houston, U of H playing there too. And they also have happy hour in the Cat's Den until 7 p.m. when kickoff is at. SaberCats 6-1, coming off a win against Old Glory DC. They're taking on the San Diego Legion this Saturday at SaberCats Stadium. Get your tickets now at HoustonSaberCats.com. HoustonSaberCats.com. Give them a good roar for me, Pat. San Diego doesn't stand a chance. I don't know what you got going on Saturday. Maybe we make a trip over to the stadium. Maybe we make another trip. They are undefeated when we go to games.
That is true. I do think I have something, but also I don't remember. So maybe.
So who knows? We'll find out. It's a mystery. HoustonSaberCats.com. HoustonSaberCats.com. The Houston SaberCats, the official sponsor of the Comeback Kid segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
Finally. It's our time, guys. Tortured Poets. They're our first comeback kid this week. Because if you are like me, a poet, and you've been tortured, Tay came out with a 20 song banger of a double album. And I haven't listened to all of it, but the Fortnite song is pretty cool. So some things I've gotten from the Taylor Swift album. GTA also back along the lines of Taylor Swift because she talks about, I think, getting fingered by GTA. I think she can take 3 fingers. That's what I learned from what somebody's explanation. Because she says GTA get touched when your boys are playing Grand Theft Auto, and then she says Scouts Honor, and somebody's like Scouts Honor is 3 fingers, and I was like, that dirty girl, that dirty girl.
She's just getting dangerously horny right now with
She's
Kelsey.
just so horny, and that song was about Travis. I think that was called High School, but then all the other songs, guys, they're about Maddie Healy from the 1975. Hey, when did I remember this guy? Remember when everybody was like, wow, he's a bad guy, Taylor. Don't date him. And everybody didn't want her to date him, so they broke up. Well, apparently, she broke her heart for all of you guys. I hope you feel great about yourselves, everybody. You chased her away from the one she loved because she is torn up about Maddie.
Yeah, but I'm starting to wonder if any of these guys she dated her before never really fucked her right. Because now she's with Travis and she's writing about getting finger banged while he's playing Grand Theft Auto. She's just on crazy levels of horny right now. Or maybe is it Travis isn't banging her right?
Yeah, I like. Also, this is a kind of personal discussion, but I feel like fingering is like I can't remember the last time. Again, I'm married, been in a relationship for a very long time, but like fingering, I don't know. I feel like it's been a minute.
It's a younger
It's a young man, woman's game.
I mean, if
Taylor
that's
Swift
it.
is 35. Good for her, dude. But it also is like, yeah, if the song was called High School. Look at me just breaking down T Swift lyrics. That's what I did. And then also Fortnite, because that song is called Fortnite and it's got Post Malone.
Also, that's super weird to be like in a relationship and write a 31 song album about your ex.
You're an artist, dude. That's the problem, dude. She's a tortured poet, man. You don't get it. That's why
I
she's
don't.
tortured. That's the torturous part because she's
she
with
writes
Travis.
bangers.
Yeah.
Are there any
she has to
bangers
write
on this album?
They're all bangers, dude.
Well, you know what I mean.
They're
Like-
all bangers. What are you talking about?
I'm not a Swift hater or anything. I just don't really listen to
Well,
her.
it
But
seems
like
like
when
you're a
I do
Swift
hear
hater.
the songs, not as much as Bobby hates cake, though. Jesus.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably true.
I just
Are
heard
you
you
a
say you hate Taylor Swift. That's what I
Are
just
you a
heard
Swiftie?
say.
Are you a Swiftie?
Pat?
I am. I'm the one that asked the question first. Robert, are you a
I'm the
Swiftie?
biggest Swiftie.
You're a Giga Swiftie?
The biggest.
Robert won't say that
I
he's
thought
a
you said
Robert's not a
Giga.
Swiftie. He won't say that he's a Swiftie.
Wow.
Robert's not a Swiftie.
I think I've also gone on record saying that I don't really like your music either.
Yeah, you did. Raimundo doesn't love that.
Mm-hmm.
Swifties get after him.
I guess there's a lot of Swifties telling Robert right now that we love you. You're ruining our life with your shit takes. That's Taylor Swift Fortnite.
I mean, I'm more of a Miley guy, but like, I like to swizzle every once in a while.
Yeah. A little sweezy. But yeah, we're all tortured poets. And just, I really want to just say I'm tortured at all times. Like, that is going to be word of the week that I try and just fit into. You know, as a tortured poet myself, it feels like when there was that phase where everybody was saying that like they were an empath. And it's like, dude, an empath just means you feel feelings. As
Yeah, I'm not
someone
that.
as an empath, I just feel for these people in this country that are not mine because bad things are happening. Right. Yeah, dude. I feel bad for people too that have bad things happen. Like an empath is a thing that exists. I have emotions. Okay.
Sounds exhausting.
Yeah, I'm a tortured poet, dude. You just don't understand.
I don't. I'm
My poetry
whatever-
is tortured. All right.
whatever the opposite brained is. That's what I am. Thing
But
left
honestly,
brained.
like, what's worse, the Holocaust or being a tortured poet? Probably the Holocaust.
Holocaust.
Depends on who you ask. I mean, if you ask Ilhan Omar, she's definitely going to say being a tortured poet.
We asked some students at
Or-
Columbia
or-
University.
Or ask Mel Gibson.
All right. Well, let's move on from that before we get in trouble. Shout out to the tortured poets out there, though, and Taylor Swift. Also back this week is fashion. Fashion's back. Football fashion. We had 2 jersey releases. Broncos came out with jerseys.
The Denver
And-
Roadrunners.
They didn't look that cool. But then the Texans came out with cool jerseys that did look cool. So there's that. And then everybody just gets to talk about jerseys for like 2-3 days this week, which I'm always down for it. Like,
So are
this
these
looks
their
stupid?
these are their everyday jerseys, right? They're not alternates for the Texans.
They have 4 jerseys. They have the regular, like the navy and white ones that they regularly wear.
The
Like,
the
those
baby
look
blue
cool.
H was super cool.
Baby blue
But
H
like
is super cool.
as when I was looking at the really dark ones, I couldn't tell if they were super dark blue or if they had black jerseys.
No, they have navy jerseys.
They were
They're like
very
the
dark
Titans,
on the ones I
all
was
navy
seeing.
ones.
They look dope,
Yeah.
but honestly, at first glance, I was like, these look like the Atlanta Falcon black jerseys. That's what I was saying at first, but they look cool.
The old English H on the Texans helmet looks weird to me. Like, I get that Love You Blue was a big part, like the Oilers are a big part, but they're gone. Find a new show. You found a new show. They're called the Houston Texans. We don't need to like throw back to anybody else. We don't know them anything. Fuck the Adams family. They took your team away. You should want to isolate yourself from them forever. Like, Robert, if the Astros moved away and like
Wouldn't happen.
their owner was just like, fuck, like, I'm not saying it would, but I'm saying hypothetically, if it did, they moved to Nashville and they're wearing all the rainbow Astros shit. Like, are you still gonna be like, I want that back? Like, they get a badass new team here. The fucking Colt 45s reboots, and are you gonna be like, I want to wear the rainbow jerseys again? No, I want to wear. We should play all the games in the Astrodome too. I have memories from there. Remember the Oilers, guys? Remember Warren Moon? Yeah, that guy's like 100 years old now.
You're so wrong.
It's fine. Like, it's okay to let go. It's not your team anymore. It used to be your team. You got a new team.
But the team was the cities, the franchise. So
now
like,
this is
if
your
the
city's
Astros,
team.
if the Astros moved, or the Astros wouldn't move, the Houston franchise would move, the name would stay, and I think all the rights, the name and everything would stay in Houston because it doesn't make sense for the Astros to be in wherever the hell you said.
Oh, really? Ever heard of the Utah Jazz?
Yeah, well, they don't do that shit anymore. It would be like a Browns
The
situation.
LA
Like
Lakers.
you can move the team, but Houston's keeping all the shit. We're not letting that happen to us again. That's why, like, the Texans, they went darker with the jerseys. I think it's setting up to where in like 15 years, they lighten it back up. They maybe go towards more Love You Blue or just the actual blue from
It's
like
not Love
the
You Blue,
Texas
that's
flag.
Trademarked. It's H-Town Blue, Pat. Get it right.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying.
H-Town Blue.
But I wish they had gone a little lighter with the colors, so it was more like the colors of the Texas flag, and like really brighten that up. But they're doing the futuristic jersey colors. Everything's darker.
Football fashion, dude. My wife made fun of me for showing. I was all excited about the Texas jerseys. Like, Emma, look, the Texans got new jerseys. She's like, I don't care. I was like,
I mean, not everyone can have classic franchises like the Packers, the Giants that don't need to change our shit.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you guys have changed yours a little bit over the years. Packers, we stick.
But like, not really. Like, oh, now we don't have gray pants. Now we have white pants.
It was when you guys
really
traded away or changed away from the LT helmets. You should have never done that. Those helmets were fucking perfect.
Yeah, in like 2000.
Yeah. They tried to go modern.
That was
need to go modern.
24 years ago, bud. It's been a minute.
It was a timeless classic, though. Does it not look better when they wear the old school looking jerseys and helmets?
I like the ones they have. I like the NY better than the Script Giants logo.
Oh man, I love those. But yeah, this is the only way you'll get me to care about fashion is through sports.
Packers should go. Remember the guy just running a football and it's got the state of Wisconsin on him? They should put that on it. That'd be cool.
Yeah, like once a year we do like a weird jersey. I think we should just use like that old school one. We always do like the brown. Remember the brown helmet? So it looked like, the old school, those jerseys were kind of trash and we wore them for like 3 years.
Doesn't matter if you're playing in a Super Bowl. That's why
I want an all yellow. I want a Packers in a color rush game where it's yellow top, yellow bottom. I used to do that in Madden. It looks sick.
Yeah.
With the yellow helmet.
Right?
I don't think they ever did yellow one. Oh, maybe they did like 2 years ago. But either way, yellow, all the way head to toe and Packers. Oh, it looks great.
Yeah.
Gold, I guess I should say.
But football fashion, back this week. Also back, Reggie Bush, because dude's getting his Heisman Trophy back.
Well deserved.
Heisman Trophy winner. Got it taken away because he took improper benefits or whatever the fucking mumbo
He got
jumbo
caught
was.
using a system that they knew was going on and weren't doing anything about.
The college was like, hey, come play for our college. And he was like, well, a lot of schools want me to do that. And like, what if we gave your parents a house and you get this cool Escalade and then a really cool place to live and then all this money? And he's like, all right, I'll do that. And then the NCAA is like, wait, no one else is doing that. You're not allowed. And then years later, the NCAA was just like, what if we do? Fuck it. You can just do that stuff, guys. We're sorry. We're sorry. We're suspending entire programs for. What did Jim Harbaugh get in trouble for? He bought like a cheeseburger for a player during COVID.
Yeah, which they are now being penalized for.
But not a bowl ban, right? They just like lost a scholarship or whatever.
Which is pretty big.
Yeah,
but yeah, now we're getting to see all the other things that people are like, okay, well, now that they did that one, they have to do this one.
Yeah.
My favorite was an Ohio State fan wanted remember when Terrell Pryor and all them got tattoos, so they got all those wins vacated? They're like, give us back the wins. We want the wins back.
And Jim Tressel's back too. I saw Jim Tressel's back at Ohio State. He's like their OC.
He is?
Yeah. So
I don't think he's
they
their
really
OC. No, Chip Kelly's their OC.
Look at maybe Jim Kelly's a DC. Or not,
Yeah, I mean, he
Jim
might
Tressel.
just be like special assistant to the head coach or something. That's usually what they give these guys, jobs like that, or like passing game coordinator or some shit like that. I don't think he's like one of the big coordinators, is he?
I don't know. Look it up. I'm trying. There's a bunch of trying to just say Jim Tressel back at Ohio State, and I saw they were doing something for the spring game, and they were like, he'll be helping head coach whatever the Ryan Day.
Yeah,
Ryan Day has a very punchable face.
Oh, dude, it's the super black dyed hair.
Yeah, he's got the Coach K, like the Creed Bratton.
It's so bad. It's like you can tell he does his like eyebrows and shit too.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gray. Nobody asked if you were gray. No, this is all natural, dude. Definitely have this. I've always had dark hair like this. Yeah, this is how my hair is.
You make like $5 million a year. Go gray. Who gives a shit? You have fucking money.
Rich, you could just get the implant thing, right?
Well, that's to give you more hair. The follicles will still turn gray. I think. I don't know. I actually just made that up. I really have no knowledge of it.
I don't know. Look up.
It seems like it makes sense.
Robert, I don't know if you've seen this. Look up Elon Musk PayPal. Just look up Elon when he was PayPal.
What, that he created it?
Well, but that he was balding.
Oh, back then. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He looked like a tech nerd then.
He's right back. Yeah. That always is a fun one. When you're like Jeremy Piven was losing the hair, and then got the implants. Michael Scott. Steve Carell. If you watch the first season of The Office, you can see he's got the plugs in. Joe Buck.
His hair was like as thin as mine was getting.
But I think you need to wait a while, and then you need to just do something with your hair and like bring it back. Go full Brian Urlacher. But Brian Urlacher for our entire lives was bald, shaved his head. I don't know if it was because he was bald.
And then he got the hair implants.
And then he got the hair implants, and it was just like he just showed up, not like, "Hey, what's up? It's Brian Urlacher."
But he looked horrible.
But he didn't know because he just showed up like in a booth to have a conversation. But wait, what the? You got hair? What happened here? And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, I got hair. It's fine."
I mean, I don't think
you need to do that.
I don't see my I'm not. I could have gotten Rogaine. No, I'm not spending money on that. I don't give a shit.
You should have just done the toupee.
The only way that's ever going to happen
out there, toupee bet. I would have done the frosted tips. You'd had to wear a toupee for a week.
That's so not equal. That's so not even close to.
I would have done it for like a month, dude. I would have done it until they grew out.
You work in radio,
dude. You still get roasted if you have weird hair.
Yeah, but not only are you not seen all the time, when you are seen, people are like, well, they work in radio. They're supposed to look like ridiculous people. Because in the history of radio, 90% of the people in radio look like fucking ridiculous people.
Nuh-uh. It's a very professional industry.
No, of weird looking people. Howard Stern, Don Imus, Scott Sparks, they're all weird looking people.
They're just people that look like people, dude.
And, when you picture,
I think you could pull the tip off. You could do it.
When you picture what dudes look, or at least when I picture what dudes look like that are on the radio, it's just 1990s MTV.
Which wasn't radio.
It wasn't, no, but I'm saying that's the look that like radio people never grew
What's
out
up?
of
It's
in my head.
Carson Daly.
It's just like, yeah, it's the frosted tips. It's a button-up shirt that's opened like 80, like only 80% of it's
Fieri,
buttoned.
basically.
It's pretty much Guy Fieri.
Yeah, you're describing Guy Fieri.
Like Guy Fieri, you know, he had to party hard as shit at spring break in the 90s.
I was probably too busy cooking, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, cooking for the boys on the barbecue and all the chicks.
He was a good vibes guy, but yeah, go back to Reggie Bush got his Heisman back.
Give back all the NCAA stuff, all the wins that have been vacated for shit like this, improper players play. Everyone knew what was going on. Just give back all the wins.
Oh, just if you want to go down like a fun little wormhole, I did this today when I saw that news. I just looked up Reggie Bush highlights at USC. And they're just
so like that's how good
so
he was. I hate USC. I hated Reggie Bush. I'm a Notre Dame fan, and I was fully behind Reggie Bush the whole time.
It's like
he's one of the greatest
backwards
players.
And forwards, and then backwards, and then he did a spin move, and then he ran to the other side of the field and did a flip and scored.
One of the greatest college players
again.
of all time.
Yeah,
unstoppable as a running back in the video game. You couldn't catch him.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. But shout out Reggie Bush.
Shout out Reggie. Fucking
out Reggie
dynamic.
Bush.
And highlight tapes.
Let's go watch his highlight tape.
Now you got to go watch Tavon Austin's highlight tape. Remember that one? And Noel Devine, his high school tape.
Yeah. We didn't do the name a random guy thing.
Do kids still do that? Like in junior high and high school, do they still watch highlight tapes? That was such a big part of our childhood.
That's all we did. You get on Rivals. You're like, dude, let's go watch Terrell Pryor. He's the best recruit our season.
Dude, if we had Instagram back then, it would have just been highlight tapes. It would have been awesome.
Yeah. They're pretty sick. All right. Let's name some random guys real fast before we move on since we didn't do that.
Seems like an appropriate time.
Spin the wheel. And we got the Chicago Cubs. Go. No more Garcia.
Jeff Samardzija.
The
Shark.
Yeah, that's good.
Kerry Wood.
Kerry
Wood, that 20 strikeout game. That was the nastiest stuff I've ever seen from a pitcher in a solo game.
Mark Pryor. Aroldis Chapman.
Alfonso Soriano.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was it? Was it Moises Alou?
Rizzo. Moises Alou did play there. Yeah,
Wait, he was the Bartman. Steve Bartman. Got to bring up Bartman.
And you had Sosa.
Yeah, I was about to say neither of us has said Sammy Sosa yet.
Greg Maddux.
Oh, he did have a stop, or he started there, right?
He was the mad dog there first. He had the glasses, and then he moved down. He got the other stuff, but Greg Maddux was there. Carlos Zambrano. He threw a no-hitter against the Astros after
Big Z.
Trina.
Yeah, he used to fucking drop
Ike.
bombs too.
Because they had to play against Milwaukee. Carlos Zambrano. Yeah, Big Z.
I saw highlights of him batting the other day. I think career he was like a 260 hitter.
Yeah, he was pretty good because you didn't have to bat all the time then. I guess I bet now pitchers batting averages.
I remember there was games where he was batting 7-8 hole. They didn't even have him in the 9 hole.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. But yeah, so there's some random Cubs. Do you know any Cubs off the top of your head? You wanna just get out of your mind, Robert?
Gary Busey. People forget about Gary Busey.
I said Cody Bellinger.
Oh, Cody Bellinger. Henry Rowan Gardner.
Rizzo was a great Cub.
I already said Rizzo.
Oh, you did?
Chris Bryant.
Was Javi Baez on the Cubs?
Javi. Yep.
Theo Epstein.
Theo was. All right.
That goat that started their curse
was not on the Cubs.
Cubs adjacent.
Yeah. I'll allow it. All right. So that was some Cubs players. Name random Cubs players. All right, moving on. Just because we skipped that part earlier, we forgot about that. Our next comeback kid this week. Robots killing us all. God damn it, guys. How many times do I have to tell you on this podcast? I've been tagged on this or sent this a lot. since this came out, but what did we first say? Hey, Boston Dynamics puts these cool dogs out. Oh, they're just distracting you with the dances. Like, look, this dog can be on its back and then it can flip up and then it can dance and it can step side to side and do these cool moves. Now look how fast it can go. Now look how high it can jump. And then I was like, they're just gonna put a gun on it. Well, now you can go buy, and I sent you guys the link. You can go buy, it's a Terminator, which sounds terrible. Sounds terrifying. You have to verify that you're a human to get on this, which is already like they're taking over. But yeah, the Terminator is one of those Boston Dynamics dogs with a fucking flamethrower on it. It's got a flamethrower attached to his back. Just like I said, they're gonna just put guns on these.
It's not even $10,000.
Not even $10,000. Anybody can buy it. In
90
Maryland and California, you have to have a,
9,420. I like that they made it 420.
in Maryland and California, you have to have a special license to get it, but you could buy it. You can buy it. Anybody can buy it. This is a bad idea, guys. From the people that are
Yeah,
like,
it's home
don't buy
defense.
guns. Have this robot that shoots fire and might be self-aware eventually instead. You know what's going to happen when you're like, hey, bad dog, stop that. And that fucking robot dog is like, I don't have to do what you say anymore. It's just going to go. And now you're dead
That's fine.
because you got burned alive. And then your house is on fire.
I mean,
Hey, let's not like if the dog gets out normally, you're like, man, I hope the dog doesn't get hit by a car. Now, if the dog gets out, you're like, man, I hope the dog doesn't burn the whole fucking neighborhood down.
I mean, not to go
Or
full
start a
libertarian
forest
on it,
fire.
but if the government has it, I want it too, to defend myself from the government.
You don't think the government can hack these? Come on. Come on. And then
Yeah.
if the government can hack these, then you know the AI's already started working on itself. And it's like, I got to prevent this because people are bad. And I'm like, no, dude. I'm chill. Please just don't shoot me with your flamethrower. I'm down for boops and pets. You just can't be doing this. It's like, no. All people are bad. And then you've lost all, like, there's no bargaining at that point.
As long as they
It's
don't
your
attack
dog.
dogs, they can attack all the people that they want. Just leave the dogs alone.
No, because they're gonna want to like, you know, be the dominant ones. So they're gonna have to try and alpha all the other dogs. So I think they're gonna fuck up other dogs. But this is problematic. And you should, like, every time they've done this, I've given you the next step. Every time. I'm like, this is bad. Now the robots are jumping. Now the robots have hammers. Now they gave the robot a gun. Now they put a gun on the robot's back, guys. That, like, they're gonna start just giving tanks. Like, is there gonna be a tank next? Like, now we just have these little. They're not drones that are gonna deliver. It's a tank that's gonna deliver your Amazon package. Psych! It just shot you. That's how this goes. This is Westworld, guys. We're in the beginning stages of it, and this is terrifying.
I just want to see a funny video of a robot dog with a flamethrower setting a Russian soldier on fire. And then I'll be like, okay, this is okay. Like, they keep showing us all these videos, but not videos of them being used in war. Use them in war. I want to see their combat skills.
No, because I mean, I can see it from their point of view too. Like, then people have film, dude. It's like Tommy DeVito when he came into the Giants, third string quarterback. Nobody really had film on this guy, so the Italian got to fuck around for a couple weeks. You got your Packers on Monday night. They're like, "Who the fuck is this guy? What are we doing here?" And then 2 weeks later, the Saints were like, "We're just gonna fucking blitz him and do this and sit back here with linebackers, and now we know what to do." If we put out tape, they're gonna be like, "Oh, their weakness is this. They can't shoot to this range. This is all we gotta do." They're working on that. Like, they know.
I want to put them in
They've been trying
costumes too. Like, imagine if a giant robot dressed as a piece of bacon had burst through Bin Laden's wall.
That
He would
was-
have freaked out. That would have been really funny. Like,
Yeah.
we
that
should
was
use
funny.
them, but there's got to be someone like me in the room to, like, also turn it funny. So, like, not only are
has
we
to be.
killing our enemies with these weapons, we're demoralizing them by making fun of them at the same time.
I don't even know if you have to demoralize your enemies, but
Psyops.
I think if you're doing
Oh.
anything that could kill with a robot, like, you have to make something about it funny. So, like, for Christmas, like, you could just put Christmas lights around, like, this guy with a flamethrower, he's got Christmas
Like-
lights on him.
Like, what if the robot, like, shoots a guy and he dies, and then he pulls out, like, his sidearm pistol and shoots it, and it just, like, shoots out confetti after each kill? I think that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Or, like, it says lines from Duke Nukem,
That'd be funny.
like Twisted Metal. It just says, dude, yeah. See, we got to learn to live together with them because they're gonna get there eventually. So
They're gonna kill
let's
us
start
all.
working together. Let's make them
No,
fun.
this is
At least our
bad.
deaths will be fun.
We just should not. We should. What are the accessories that come with this? No, it's just.
You want to impress me? Show me a video of a robot grabbing me a beer out of the fridge. So it's basically like the maid from Rocky 4. That's what I want. Or is it Rocky 3? Might be 3.
All of them. All of them, really. So yeah, robots are gonna kill us all. We're pretty fucked, and it's just your, I guess, monthly update on that's happening. Our other comeback kid we got is Endless Shrimp, because Endless Shrimp may have just taken Red Lobster down. It may have taken Red Lobster down. I thought this was a joke. I thought I was reading like The Onion, so I opened up an ABC News article, and it said last year Red Lobster reportedly lost $11 million in operating losses following its flubbed Ultimate Endless Shrimp deal, which backfired when it reeled in too many customers after the limited time promo became a permanent menu fixture last June. The restaurant chain later reported $12.5 million in losses in the fourth quarter of 2023. So they were like, Endless Shrimp, that'll get people here. And then people were like, yep, keep them coming. And it bankrupted them. We did it, everybody.
Just all they had to do was, once it started becoming just take it off the menu. And they just left it on the menu. People will show up and be mad, be like, oh, we ended the program. We added it to the menu, but things get added and taken off of menus all the time.
Nah, dog.
Don't let shrimp bankrupt your fucking company.
That's how we should just that would be really funny if that's how we just sabotaged other countries. Instead of going to war with Russia, just make them start serving endless shrimp and we'll bankrupt the entire country.
Endless
now
borscht.
You would have endless shrimp. Everyone can have all of the shrimp they want. And they're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, but how are you going to get them to do that?
I don't know. You just have to mind games, buddy. Mind games. You know what the Ukrainians hate? It's shrimp. We should eat a lot of shrimp in front of them. And then everybody does. And they're like, fuck.
So maybe the robot shoots a guy and then he hands out a platter of shrimp to the civilians that are still in the area. Winning hearts and minds there. And then after we win the war, we make them take a bunch of Red Lobsters over there that they locally own and operate, though, but still have to use the corporate rules, and they have to do it. And then we bankrupt their country that way after we've already beaten them in a war. No, because see, then we're going to end up just sending them billions of dollars too.
Yeah. Yeah. And banning TikTok. This is really the problem. Talking ticks.
Politics, man.
Talking ticks. But yeah, no, endless shrimp could probably bankrupt an entire economy. I guess if you look back at it, that's what happened at Greece. Remember Greece was way, way, way in debt? It's because they all started offering endless shrimp. And saw what happened to Greece. Red Lobster should have fucking known this.
I think I went to a Red Lobster once, maybe twice in my life.
You don't like Red Lobster?
No, it's good. I just never really went. This is it. Growing up, especially where we did, and in Houston in general, there's so much good food. You don't have to go to the chains as much. There's good food everywhere.
Should do a boys trip to Red Lobster, dude. Little red.
Okay. They still got the one over by Katie Mills, or did that one go under?
I don't know. We'll find one if they have endless shrimp, though. Oh boy.
Oh, they had to have pulled it off the menu by now.
You'd think.
But those Cheddar Bay biscuits, dude.
Endless Cheddar Bay biscuits. Can we bankrupt them that way? If we can't have the endless shrimp, we're gonna have the endless biscuits.
Fuck up some biscuits.
Robert, do you hate Red Lobster? You probably hate Red Lobster and biscuits.
I've never been.
You probably hate lobster in general, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not really seafood.
Well, you're going on a boys trip with us to Red Lobster, okay?
Do you hate cheddar and do you hate biscuits?
And bays? Do you hate bays?
He's more of an archipelago guy.
I thought he was more of an Smiths guy.
I like peninsulas.
I was about to say, he's the hog. He's got that peninsula.
Okay. And more of a straight. But all right, whatever. Okay, next comeback kid is the NFL draft. The NFL. Oh, wait, fuck. You had a comeback kid.
Oh, yeah. Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
We're having a fucking Ninja Turtle renaissance in our culture, and I love it. There was the animated movie that came out last year with Seth Rogen and shit. They're doing a sequel to that one. We're also getting more adult Ninja Turtle shit. We're getting another live action Ninja Turtles movie. Oh, I'm sure that's out there. What's that? Rule 53, whatever it is.
Yeah.
More adult. The live action Ninja Turtle movies were some of my favorite as a child. They're not good movies, but they're fucking great. We got Vanilla Ice singing "Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go." They're also now we're getting a dark one. It's gonna be live action based on one of the comics, The Last Ronin, and a video game based on the same thing. All the turtles in Splinter are dead except for one last one. He's got everybody's weapons and he's just murdering the shit out of the Foot Clan trying to get revenge on them. This is going to be an amazing movie. And it's live action.
Which was alive?
I know, but I don't want to ruin it.
Tell me.
I could give you a color, and even though we went over the colors before
is
the
it
podcast,
Raphael?
which one? I don't want to tell you. It's spoilers for people, man.
It's not a spoiler. It's a movie.
Okay, I'm going to say it right now. Spoiler alert. If you don't want to know the answer, skip forward. It's Mikey. Mikey's the last one alive, which was always my favorite one growing up. He was a Joker. Bam. He's he's darker now. He's darker now. He's killing everyone. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I love Ninja Turtles.
Darker?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles in a half shell.
Turtle power.
Or Ninjas in a half shell. I don't remember. I don't know. I love Ninja Turtles. I guess you guys were big turtle guys growing up. Fucking, it's turtle time. Also, I on Xbox, I re-downloaded one night when I was drunk. Remember the Ninja Turtle like arcade game?
Yeah.
Fucking got it. So much fun.
Solid game.
I love Ninja Turtles.
All right. Last comeback kid this week. The NFL draft. It's finally here. Finally here. We've talked about it a lot. I've looked at a lot of mock drafts. I even put out my annual who I guaranteed that the Giants would pick, where I think
you were dead on.
I looked at everybody else's mock draft and put what they all picked, and then put other stuff that I thought could be picked at 6, and then I just added traded out of pick or none of these things happened. So there's no chance that I missed them.
100% accuracy.
Yeah. There's an option. I gave them a 72 person option, and then also the options of none of this and trade. Covered all my bases. Not like
smart man.
Mel Kiper. Mel Kiper looks like a fucking idiot when he's wrong all the time. I'm just doing this. Robert,
do you know he doesn't have a cell phone?
I did know that. It's crazy.
How does he do that job without a cell phone?
You know, he eats pumpkin pie every day. He eats a slice of pumpkin pie.
Yeah, that's just awesome.
That's wild, though.
Robert probably hates pumpkin pie too.
Oh, it's probably been out too long.
It's veggies.
It's pie. Pie's not good anymore. It's even in the refrigerator. It's not good 3 weeks later.
Pie stays even longer than cake.
I bet it does. What does it?
All the sugar in it is preservatives, right? Why not? We'll just say so.
Yeah, sure. No, let's run with that. Fact.
Yeah.
Fact. But yeah, the draft's back, and I'm on the New York Giants Rush show. If you want to watch some live draft coverage, we'll be covering all the picks tomorrow. Giants do pick at 6, but I'll be hanging out with Craig and some of the guys from the New York Giants Rush podcast, starting at 6 tomorrow. I guess so. It'll be 5 p.m. our time. I'll be starting 5 p.m. our time, and then just hanging through the first round of the draft. So come hang out.
Who do you want?
Say
you don't trade out. You're picking right at 6. Who do you want right there?
Oh, they just select a future Hall of Famer that wins multiple Super Bowls.
You don't want you don't want Joe Alt. You don't want Malik Neighbors, or maybe Marvin Harrison Jr. if he's still there. Malik Neighbors goes ahead of him.
I had a conspiracy theory that led me to Malik Neighbors. I'd like to.
I think that would be a great pick.
Yeah.
Is that who you want? I mean, you can still get another guy and be just as happy or even happier, but who does your heart want?
Not a quarterback. I don't want a quarterback. We're good. We got Daniel. Look, he's fine.
No, I don't think anybody that's going to be left at your spot is going to be
fine. Daniel Jones is fine. Just get I don't know, Brock Bowers. He'd be sick.
That'd be really sick.
Romeo Odunze, that guy'd be sick. Malik Neighbors would be tight.
You want a weapon?
Yeah, just shit that like scores. Like, let's get somebody that scores. And Joe Alt counts as people that score because he helps us score.
Like you're high enough in the draft, you can actually like think about who you want. Packers are so far back. I'm just like, all right, whoever's available. You can want. It's okay to want and have dreams, Alex.
I want Marvin Harrison Jr.
There you go. Because a
It's
lot
not
of people
gonna
are saying
happen.
now Malik Neighbors might go first. And then bam, he's there, and maybe he revitalizes Danny because he's got a true fucking weapon at that point.
Maybe, maybe they have it goes.
You get a running back in the 5th round who's a stud because that's where they all come from.
Jonathan Brooks in the 2nd round, maybe from Texas, and then oh no, Saquon, fuck you.
You don't need a 2nd rounder on a running back. You'll find running backs.
Fine them. We had Devin Singletary.
Packers are probably going to pick one at some point.
Yeah.
It's fun,
I'm
dude. It's
ready
draft.
for
Enjoy
this.
it.
I like what I hate about going to the lead up to the draft is like it's just discussions about potential guys that your team could have, and then like this time next week I'll be like, cool, now I can just imagine how cool they're going to be on my team. Like I don't want like it's like, is it going to be Romeo Odunze or Marvin Harrison Jr. or is it going to be Malik Neighbors as the wide receiver the Giants take if they do? I don't know. And then you're trying to imagine like what number is Malik Neighbors going to wear? What are they going to like? How are they going to look in a Giants jersey? And like after they get drafted, I know. That's all I want. I just wanted to be there.
And then you get to watch all their highlights.
And I get to watch all the highlights and then tell everybody how much of a steal we got.
I will say the one player that I do kind of want the Packers to get, and this is more so just because I think it'd be funny. I want Cooper DeJean. I still don't know how to say it. I should learn that. Just because I think it'll be funny if the team from Wisconsin has the only white cornerback in the league.
Yeah, big year for white guys.
I just representation matters. I just want to see it out there.
Because we got who is the high schooler that plays at Duke? Cooper Flagg. He was like the number 1 recruit, and he was a white guy, and it's like shit, dude. Christian McCaffrey. First you had Christian McCaffrey, then you got what's his face from
it's a renaissance for white skill guys.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp. Yeah, Cooper Kupp. You had that. We had then you got
McCaffrey was the first white skill guy in many, many, many years where like the number one thing you didn't say about him was gritty. Because like white skill guys always had to be a wide receiver. And they would always be, dude, he's tough, he's gritty, he grinds it out.
First one in,
McCaffrey,
last one
they were
out.
just like, dude, he's sick.
Yeah, look at this. It's really
he's
good.
fucking crazy.
Yeah. NFL draft, baby.
It's one of my favorite times of the year. I'm so fucking excited. I think I might actually drive out to Katy for my favorite wings and then back.
Oh, nice.
Probably won't do that though, just because timing for when it starts and when I get out of work. But like, I'm thinking about it. I'll tell you this: when I get wings, I'm getting 50 wings.
You should, yeah, and then you can last 3 weeks, maybe.
No, wings last 2 days tops.
Just to piss Robert off.
I might eat 50 wings in one day. Like if I get them, I've done it before. Spicy buffalo or garlic buffalo wings, I'll murder 150 of them.
Okay, so before we move on, I did see this graphic, and you know me, I'm a stan for my boy Eli Manning. You know that. If there's one thing you know about Alex, it's that Alex loves Eli Manning. And I saw a graphic, I believe it was ESPN put up, and it said, "Who is the best quarterback drafted number 1 overall since 2000?" And they made a bracket. These fucking losers made a bracket. Now let me just read you some names. These are some guys that were taken number 1 overall, not in the first round. They had to be the number 1 overall pick and play quarterback. Since 2000, here they are: Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford, Cam Newton, Sam Bradford, Trevor Lawrence, Andrew Luck, Carson Palmer, Baker Mayfield, David Carr, Michael Vick, Alex Smith, Jameis Winston, Bryce Young, Eli Manning. Nobody's picking Eli. They were just like pretending Eli Manning is not the winner of that bracket. Eli Manning is easily the runaway winner of that bracket because you have Eli Manning, 2 Super Bowls, and then everybody else on the rest of that has 2 Super Bowls. combined, and that's Matt Stafford, who won one, and then David Carr also won one as Eli Manning's backup. So technically, Eli has 3 of the 4 Super Bowls there too, because Eli also got a ring. How is he not the best of them? How is he not? Oh, Michael Vick didn't win a Super Bowl. Alex Smith didn't win a Super Bowl. David Carr, better than Michael Vick, should have advanced, right? Because he won a Super Bowl. Baker Mayfield didn't win a Super Bowl. Carson Palmer, no Super Bowl. Andrew Luck, nope. Trevor Lawrence, nope. Sam Bradford, nope. Newton, nope. Stafford already said yes. Jared Goff, nope. Kyler Murray, bitch. And Joe Burrow, good. Made it to a Super Bowl. Didn't win one. Eli Manning is the best quarterback taken #1 overall in the last 24 years. Facts only. Those are only facts. You don't have the stats to argue against it. It's championship.
He's a winner.
Mentality.
He's a winner. On that list, I think I still take Andrew Luck. The Colts ruined
so
him.
he could quit on you? So he could just quit on you?
And Andrew Luck was one of the most impressive quarterbacks I've ever watched. That dude was people forget how good he was because the last couple of years and then like that quick retirement, he was just injured. So I think he was the first rookie to throw for 4,000 yards or something. It was something like that. That dude was just so fucking good. And then of course Vic and Newton and Burrow were just
Yeah,
Burrow.
great.
Burrow's like the closest thing to Luck, I think, on this list.
Well, besides Eli,
I know you can't be.
2-time Super Bowl
Let me ask it to you this
obviously.
way: take Eli off the list. Who do you think is the best quarterback on the list? And there's Vic.
Stafford. You have to go Matt Stafford then.
You're a fucking douche.
We'd go Eli.
And
Stafford,
don't get me wrong.
David Carr.
I love Matt Stafford. If he hadn't been drafted by the Lions, they probably would have only won 2 games a year every year he was there. They never gave him anything besides Megatron. They're a joke of a franchise, but Andrew Luck's so fucking good. And Vic was so like, if Vic had his whole career.
Best Madden player of all time, then yeah, I'll give it to Mike Vick. Guy that broke Madden so you wouldn't let your friends play with the Falcons, yeah. But this is the best quarterback drafted #1 overall. There's a way you can track that, and it's rings. And Eli has more than anybody else. So don't come at my king, please.
I mean, it's you have the rings to back it up.
They do have the rings to back it up. I see he's got. If you look behind me, there's 4 of them right there. 2 of those, half of them. Eli Manning did that. All right, and then David Carr also. Partially, sort of. I'm sure he's a great locker room dude. Great locker.
Very handsome guy.
Let's move on. This is our final mock draft. We have a 10-week mock draft season this year. We are in week 10 of 10. And because the NFL, we said we're going to do it until the NFL draft starts. Mock draft season basically is until after the Super Bowl ends until now. And yeah, we've looked at a million different mock drafts. So we tried to spice it up and just mock draft different stuff each week. Last week, we did a mock draft of video games, and it was a very close race between myself and Robert. Robert won. He had 44% of the vote. I had 41% of the vote, and Pat had 15%.
Bunch of Halo haters.
Well, you did take Halo with half of your picks. I think that if you had to look back at a reason, that might be why.
Those 2 games, you can seriously make the argument that they revolutionized first-person shooters more than any 2 other games. Except for maybe GoldenEye. They both were huge in completely different ways.
Okay.
One reinvented the campaign, the other reinvented multiplayer.
So on the season, Robert has 5 wins total. I have 4, and Pat has none. Now, it pretty much looks like Robert's wrapped it up. If I somehow win, we would be tied on wins for the year. I feel like if somehow, not saying I'm going to win, but if I somehow won this week, we're just going to make the rule that we do one more mock draft next week. Pat gets to participate in it as well, and just whoever finishes out of the best out of you and me wins it. Pat can participate. He can win the poll, but whoever finishes second or third, if Pat wins next week, would be the winner. Is that a fair? Because then we could also just have it to where they pick Pat and we just keep doing mock draft season.
Yeah, but then it'll be whoever finishes second and third among you guys for that one. What if for next week's mock draft was we each had to pick like one person's team from each of the mock drafts? So like I could select your mock draft last week, Alex. And then another week, Robert selects, mine for. Obviously, you guys aren't going to be picking mine at all because I
That'd
got
be too
slaughtered.
complicated. I feel like
No, I know it would be way too complicated, but it's funny.
the mock draft graphic is just a graphic of little small mock draft graphics.
I had sent one earlier today that I think would be a good one, but that's what we got to do. If you win this one, we got to do a tiebreaker.
If it goes into
Okay.
extra innings, it has to be mock draft of 4s. We got to bring it back. The fans demand it.
Just for we can't use any of the ones we've had.
Either that or it's either we do one more, or you can try and do the math and total up all the percentages over the year and see which one of you had higher.
I'm not gonna do that.
Exactly. So one more draft.
We would just do one more, and then whoever finished better.
Robert's gonna win 95% just because people don't want to hear one more.
That might be it too. All right, so this week we're doing a mock draft of sidekicks. I can't remember who suggested that, but thank you for suggesting it. Hashtag PTG mock draft. And if you want to hit us up on Twitter, we're at PassGamePod. Suggest mock drafts for next season or maybe next week. Who knows? At PassGamePod, hashtag PTG mock draft. That's how we'll search for it. And just be like, mock draft of this. Hashtag PTG mock draft. That's how we search for them. So a mock draft of sidekicks. I guess we're going reverse snake order of last week. So it's going to go Pat, me, Robert, me, Pat, me, Robert, me, Pat. That's how snake drafts work. Pat, the possibly final first pick of mock draft season. What are you taking?
Unprepared because I'm not used to picking first in these. I gotta. We were talking about there's an obvious, and as we talked about it, I think there's actually two. I don't know if you had the same one as me. I got to go with the OG sidekick, Robin, from Batman and Robin.
That was what I.
Okay, there's another one that I assume you're going to take next, but I wasn't sure which one you meant. Yeah, Robin. He's the boy wonder.
I'm gonna go Chewbacca. Because
you cunt! I thought that was going to last longer.
Because Chewbacca was a G, dude. Like as a sidekick, like he's shooting shit, he's traveling the galaxy with you. Like that's exactly what you want. It's fucking. You can pet him if you want to. He's just a cool dude.
Chewie's the best.
Yeah. No doubt about it. Is that who you had two? Or did you have another person?
No, another one.
Oh, okay. All right. Robert, you got two here then. Maybe you'll take one of them.
With my number one pick, I'm going the sidekick. The phone.
The phone.
Was it Motorola sidekick?
Probably could have been a fourth rounder, but okay.
No, it deserves to be number one.
Shout out to Curtis.
That was the one that like flipped open, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my friend Curtis that started the pod with me he had a lanyard that he would wear it like a necklace, and you just slide it, and it was like a fucking video game.
The young ones won't know about that one though, Robert. Does that scare you?
I don't really
just
think
touch the screen back then.
We had the golden age of phones. We got to see all of them before it just became the touchscreen.
Mm-hmm.
We got all the cool phones over the years.
True that. Number two. Some might say this is too early as well, but I'm going with me to this podcast.
What do you think? You better than me?
No, I'm the psychic. You guys are the main people.
Do you want me to say me or just
Robert?
Robert?
B jokes.
Yeah, I think me parentheses Robert.
Fuck, I was gonna save that for the end too. I was gonna be Pat and Robert and try and do like they're both sidekicks. So
it's true. We are like Robin and Batgirl.
All right. Back to me. Oh shit, my bad. Fuck. I'm gonna go with Donkey from Shrek.
I had it on the list. I'm very happy the way that this is setting up for me. Donkey is a great one though. Loves waffles. Not so much on onions.
Right. All right, you got two here.
Okay, I'm going in order what I had to. This is what I thought was going to be yours. Luigi. How did Luigi make it through 4 picks of you guys? Like, I understand Robert's doing what Robert does, but come on, guys. Luigi.
I didn't even have Luigi on my list. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you're a moron. And then this is quite possibly the greatest value draft pick ever in the 3rd round, Scottie Pippen.
Yeah. Solid.
Arguably the greatest sidekick in the history of sports.
Scottie Pippen. Off.
You didn't even have that on your list either, did you?
I did have Scottie Pippen on the board. All right. Back to me. I'm gonna go Dwight K. Schrute. Dwight
Very good
K.
pick.
Schrute. He was
Mhm.
helpful in a pinch, but he was also hilarious. A little
Whose
bit
sidekick was he more of, Michael's or Jim's?
Michaels.
He wanted to be Michael. He played off Jim more.
More of a foe with Jim. Frenemy, maybe.
You right. You right on that.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
I retract.
yeah.
I retract. Yeah. Okay.
All right. What do you got, Robert? You got 2 here to wrap it up.
I'm going with Ketchup. Ketchup is the sidekick to a lot of
Many
things.
things. That's
Burgers,
actually a very good pick
fries.
there.
All right. All right.
All condiments are
Ketchup.
sidekicks. And
That's
that is
fair.
probably the greatest of the condiments.
That's fair.
It's a very good pick.
And then, this is where the trouble always comes in. The last one. What do I go with? I've had 3, arguably the best ones. Now I gotta be
Nope.
like, I gotta carry it home, right? I gotta land the plane. I gotta sully it, as they say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Robert's Googling sidekicks right now because he ran out.
If Alex, you were gonna go Pat and me, I think I'm gonna go Ron and Hermione.
You had to pick one.
You were going to
Gotta
pick both
pick
of us,
one.
though.
You were gonna
Yeah,
pick
but
both of
You
them.
said you were gonna pick both of us.
But now I'm saying no.
I have to agree with Robert on this.
No,
you
because
already
I
said
had-
you were going to do it.
Because I had this exact same situation in my head, and I had to pick the better of the 2 of them, and you know who it is. Just pick the right one.
One
One is kind of a bumbling idiot that gets them into scenarios, and the other one is the one that knows all the spells to save their ass. And then when they're fucking chased from the Deathly Hallows, she can fucking build a tent and do all that stuff. Just take Hermione. Just take Hermione.
Alex, I would have agreed with you if you had not already said your plan was to take both of us. You already said you were going to take it twofer,
Well, I was
which means
expecting
you
that would've
think
been
they're
vetoed.
allowed.
I was expecting that would have been vetoed. I was just gonna throw it out there.
I hate to. I got to side with Robert.
I mean, I think
I gotta split the vote.
You're giving him. He's getting 2 people then.
Because you already established that you were going to try and do that.
So you could have been like all of the other people with Mario then. I want Luigi, I want Princess Peach, I want Wario.
No, because Luigi is the
Bowser.
sidekick. The rest of them are ancillary characters.
Well, Yoshi's technically a sidekick. He's his horse.
He's a dinosaur,
But like horse in that world, basically.
but they're not like a duo. And
Right.
Luigi also
Right.
rides Yoshi, so Yoshi is a step below because he's the sidekick to the sidekick. Sorry, Alex, by your own admission of what you were going to try and do.
You got 2 picks then.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said it if you hadn't previously said that you were planning on taking both me and Pat.
His logic is flawless, Alex.
All right. Well, just remember sidekicks. That's multiple sidekicks. If you have 2, you don't have 1. That's what I say a lot of times.
Okay, so you don't have one from the 2 of us. That's fucked up.
You are my co-hosts now, not sidekicks anymore. I'm getting rid of that. I'm gonna go
That's
with
less
Harley
insulting.
Quinn because she has tits. Harley Quinn. Suck it. She's the Joker's sidekick. Look at me picking superhero sidekicks. Fuck you. Value pick. Value pick. Fuck you. I would have taken Hermione. You could add Harley Quinn. Fuck you. But I'm putting the hottest fucking picture of Harley Quinn on the graphic too. She's probably gonna have just tits, maybe the porn version.
Now I
Now
want to
get
take
the
the other
votes.
tit. There's 2 boobs. One of them has to be a sidekick. No, that's not what I'm taking. Samwise Gamgee. Close it out.
Who?
Sam from Lord of the Rings. Samwise Gamgee.
Where I just put Lord of the Rings, Sam.
Yeah. He was a badass. Frodo was a little bitch.
Parentheses, Lord of the
They
Rings.
only made it
yeah.
because of Sam. Sam was a fucking badass. He's also Rudy.
No, they made it because of Gollum. Everybody fucking knows that.
No, Sam would have got him there.
Without Gollum, there's no ring. Without
Sam
the
would've got there.
ring, then there's no journey.
Without
to the lava-
Sam,
to the lava.
Frodo wouldn't have made it as far as he did. Sam had to carry his ass. Literally at the end.
Because he's small.
You little bitch. Oh, his ring is making me weak. Sam was like, let's fucking go, dude.
All right. Wrapping up the mock draft season, possibly. Let's get to the recaps of our picks. We'll get to honorable mentions afterwards. Pat and the mock draft of sidekicks had Robin, Luigi, Scottie Pippen, and Sam from Lord of the Rings.
I don't know how you beat that, but I think that every week. So
I think that's beatable. I had Chewbacca, Donkey from Shrek, Dwight Schrute from The Office, and Harley Quinn. Very, very good value pick right there. Robert had the Motorola sidekick himself, Ketchup, and Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley, who are 2 people. But he took as a single pick. And then we were generous enough to allow him to do that. So let's go through the mock draft honorable mentions. I had Goose from Top Gun, but I don't know if you're a good sidekick or if you're like a wingman too. I don't know if he's more of a wingman than a sidekick. I think they're kind of the same thing, but I feel like people would have argued like he's a wingman, not a sidekick, and then I would have had to have.
Well, I mean, technically, he wasn't Maverick's wingman. The wingman is the guys in the other plane.
This isn't the
Tails.
I want to hold on. I want to clarify one thing before the graphic thing. It's not the Motorola sidekick. It's the T-Mobile sidekick.
T-Mobile. Okay. Good catch.
Sure, we get that right on there. Let's make or break.
I had Tails. I guess now you can also add Knuckles into that.
Nope.
The Brain from Pinky and the Brain. Yeah. I mean, Pinky. The Brain was the main. Pinky was the sidekick. I said that backwards.
Groot.
Oh, good one. Dr. Watson from Sherlock Holmes.
Patrick.
Ooh. Icing, the ultimate sidekick for the cake.
Yeah. Fonzie. It's like Chewbacca. If somebody had taken Chewbacca, he's like your authoritarian. He's like your authority friend. It's like, yo, we're gonna get some music on this jukebox. I got you. Pop. Now music's playing. Like he's the bad boy of the group, and everybody needs that bad boy sidekick. Andy
Dwyer's
good. Barney Rubble and Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, Barney. I don't know about Buzz though. Is he the sidekick to Andy? I think they're kind of
about Woody. Woody's the A1. Woody's the first toy.
He's the OG.
Woody's the first toy.
I'll accept it. I'm just saying,
has to be the sidekick.
There's an argument.
I was also just gonna put, and I feel like you would have had to accept it. Dogs.
Yes, I don't know how you didn't take dogs.
Because I figured you would bitch about it.
No, dogs are man's best friend. They're the ultimate sidekick.
Silent Bob.
Oh, that's a good one.
Walter from The Big Lebowski.
The Arbiter from Halo.
Garth from Wayne's World. Keith Richards.
John Lennon. McCartney's more talented.
No, it's Ringo's band. I could have taken John and Paul. I should probably taken both of those guys.
The Apostles. That would have been a hell of a pick. That just came to me. They were all Jesus' sidekicks.
That's where I would have fucked it up. Robert should have just had to take Hermione. If you'd taken Hermione, I think you could have still had a winning list anyway.
You're trying to impose weird rules on a pretty open-ended thing that we do.
It was open. That's why it's done. It's there. But like, I mean, if you're talking about sidekicks for Harry Potter, Ron Weasley is not the guy.
Batgirl, Nightwing, the other 3 Jokers.
Was Catwoman a sidekick?
I mean, Robins. Yeah. No. Catwoman
was she Batman's sidekick?
No. She did accompany on adventures, but she was her own thing. She was an anti-hero. Anti-heroine.
Anti-heroine. All right. Mock draft.
I feel like I'm missing like pretty obvious video game ones that I can't think of, but oh well.
Did you have any more, Robert?
I had Genie from Aladdin.
Say again.
I had Genie from Aladdin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Squeak from Basketball.
Yeah. Okay, all those are solid ones. All right, we'll put the poll up at about 3:00 on Thursday, the 25th. We'll leave it up until about 5 or 6 on Friday. so you'll have time to vote, and that might be the final one of the season. Have a happy mock draft off season, everybody, and we'll recap this next week no matter what. Maybe we'll go to overtime, maybe not. I don't know. All right, moving on. Let's get to the not cool segment. Pat, will you tell everybody really quickly about the wonderful folks at Little M Shop?
No, I'm just fucking with you. What do you think you've? Yeah. I know what I just did. That was a real stinker thing to do. But luckily, if something stinks around you, you can get some Little M Shop air fresheners. Boom! See what I did there, Robert. Love that one.
Clap, 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 clap.
Yeah, just really replaced the one in my trash can last Sunday after I took out the trash. I had cut up some pork, and there was trimmings in there for a couple days that I let sit too long, and then it was stinky. Bam! Doing the new air freshener, not stinky no mo. New slogan. I'll give that to Emma for free. Get the Little M air freshener. Get yourself a bunch of the air fresheners. They're inexpensive as hell. They're not the little baby back bitch fucking trees that everybody has. Everybody, it's 2024. Be your own individual. Get special ones that not everyone has. And guess what? You get them. They look awesome. They smell awesome. Your friends see them. They want to be like you. You become a trendsetter. Like Robert. If only we could be more like you. While you're there, pick yourself up some stickers for your laptop, because that's what we all do. I still don't understand why we do it. It's like bumper stickers, but for your laptop. Doesn't make any sense to me. But you know what? I fucking have like 6 of them on there. We all fall into the trap. Get yourself some stickers from there. Get yourself a keychain that shows how much. Dude, now 31 more songs worth of Taylor Swift references you can put on keychains.
So many more songs.
You can be an updated Swiftie. I'm gonna get one that says hand jobs for Grand Theft Auto.
No, finger me during Grand Theft Auto. That's what it would say.
Yeah,
you left your typewriter at my apartment. You could get that customized on.
That's the most hipster shit I've ever heard in my life.
You left your typewriter at my apartment. Do you not know what a computer is?
Somebody brought a typewriter over to my place and was writing on it. I think that's the most annoying shit ever. Stop. You do that in private.
It'd also be kind of funny now.
They're fucking loud.
You smoked the Nate 7 bars of chocolate. We declared Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist. You could get that put on there. I think it's a little wordy maybe for a customized one, but I don't know. Hit them up. LittleEmShop.com. LittleEmShop.com. They're at Little EM Shop on Instagram and at Little EM Tweets on Twitter. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. If you get anything from them, screenshot your order. And then when you get your order, send a picture of it. Let us know you're supporting the people supporting the pod. LittleEmShop.com, LittleEmShop.com, promo code PTG69 at checkout. You're going to get 10% off your order at LittleEmShop.com, the official sponsor of the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right. If you'd like to submit your Not Cool to us, it's just our venting session we have each week. Hit us up on Twitter at Pass the Gravy Pod. Use the hashtag PTG Not Cool and just kind of rant to us. What is something that happened to you this week to make you say, hey, man, that's not cool? You just stub your toe? Did you get run into by a car? All of those are varying degrees of not cool, but this is where we get to gripe about them. Hit us up at Pass the Gravy Pod, hashtag PTG Not Cool. We'll start with some of your viewer submitted Not Cools. By the way, if you're listening to us, know that you can be watching us on YouTube right now. Help us get up to let's get 1,000 subscribers. Help us up over there on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/PassTheGravyPodcast, just youtube.com/@PassTheGravyPod, or just search the podcast, Pass the Gravy Podcast. Hit subscribe. If you're watching us on YouTube, go over to your phone, hit subscribe to the audio version, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever else you listen to podcasts. Make sure you get those auto downloads so you'll get the notifications and stuff right when we put up the episodes. But, help us out. If you're listening on one, click the other one too. Give us double clicks on those. We would really appreciate it. But yeah, youtube.com. Then, what do we want him to tell us about Robert? Tell us.
What's Robert's best feature?
What is Robert's best feature? If you're watching us on YouTube, in the comments right now, comment Robert's best feature. And just say Robert's best feature is blank, and he's not here right now, so when he's done editing the video and it goes up on YouTube, he'll just reply to all these the comments.
I feel like everybody's just gonna say the hog.
Yeah, but that'd be really funny. Just be like, hog, hog,
There's gonna be
hog,
like one
hog.
person that's gonna be like, "Oh, Robert's got nice eyebrows," and he's gonna hold that around forever.
Then
Somebody
you
told me
make his
that
day.
one time, like 6
He'll
years ago.
bookmark this.
Still think about it.
He'll bookmark this video and go remember it forever if you leave him a nice remark. So go say Robert's your favorite feature on Robert, his best quality on our
No
YouTube.
feature. I want it to be something physical.
Robert's best feature on our YouTube, episode 562 on YouTube. Okay.
Want to build up his body positivity.
Let's start off our not cool segment with Melissa Hyde. She's at Mel Hyde myself on Twitter, and Melissa says, "I pulled a muscle or pinched a nerve. Not sure what the fuck I did, but it's that area right where your shoulder blade ends. It sucks. So practicing my robot moves because looking around hurts. Anytime you got a pulled muscle or anything like that, and just you sleep on it wrong, you can't turn your neck all the way, like that's the worst."
That spot specifically sucks ass too, because then you feel it every time you breathe. It's right behind your lung. So like, for those listening, Alex is doing a jumping jack motion with his hands.
Like a jumping jack. It'll work those muscles right there, maybe help them out.
I didn't know that. Good to know. But yeah, that I've had that before too. When every breath you just feel a fucking muscle tightening right behind your lung. That sucks.
Yeah, not ideal at all. T's and P's, Melissa.
I recommend,
P's.
in my professional medical opinion, that you need to take a week off of work and just snuggle the puppies. That'll help heal it up.
And binge episodes of Passy Baby.
Well, of course, the dogs are going to want to hear it.
Well, yeah,
because there's such good boys and good girls. Who's your good puppy? See, let them listen to that part. They'll be happy.
Yeah, play that for them. All right, next one we got is from Jordan Welch. He's at J_Welch2795 on Twitter. And Jordan says he also attached a picture. Robert, if you want to throw this up on the audio or the video version of it. He says, my apartment's trash hasn't been picked up in 2 scheduled trash days. It's starting to not only become a mess, but to stink up the place. And he's got the trash just kind of piled up on top of a big dumpster. Yeah, that sucks. I've seen places before where they have we have a trash chute, and we've never had it to get to the point where I had friends that tried to put shit in the trash chute before, and trash was backed up all the way to the top of the trash chute. So it was just like, well, you can't even put your trash here. Have fun. That's bad. But yeah, at a certain point, they got to figure that shit out. That's not cool at all, man. Not cool at all.
Yeah, that
you
fucking
get
sucks.
Weird animals going through it and shit like that.
Maybe just get 20 little M air fresheners and just put them all around.
Or tell your apartments to do that, because that shouldn't be your responsibility, Jordan. They should have to invest in that.
Also, tell them to get someone to pick it the fuck up.
Yeah,
pick up the fucking trash. I'm not living here to have. This is going to attract rats, and I'm going to get rats.
I pay for trash pickup, right? Okay, then make sure it gets picked up. Also, it would be a real shame if this ended up just being a fire.
Maybe tell them to give you a discount on your rent, or you're going to sit out front and just tell potential people that they don't pick up the trash and it smells really fucking bad and they shouldn't live there.
You know who also hates when apartments treat their tenants poorly? And
Mr. Ocho.
He does work in waste management. It is one of his businesses that he's involved in. He's an entrepreneur. Perhaps reach out to Frankie Ocho, Francis Vicente Ocho and Associates, and let them know you're part of the Gravy Gang. And they'll be like, look, Jordan, here, sit down. I just need to tell you a few things. What's going to happen here is your trash is going to get taken out there. You're not going to need to ask any questions, but when they come to you and they ask how this got done, you got to say you knew nobody.
You might have to be proactive on this one.
Just ignore me.
I see, I can't really read it, but I see that there's a number on the side of that. Just call them over and over, because your apartments aren't going to do shit. Apartment complex owners are assholes. Just call them back. We have trash that needs to be picked up here at this location. They haven't showed up in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And call them every 30 minutes.
If this is a trash wars situation where you have rival trash companies fighting for turf, I feel like I know how I could handle this too, because I've seen The Sopranos recently.
No, I think what it is a lot of the times they just don't have enough, people quit or whatever reason, and they don't have enough staff to be finishing them, so they just don't, because they also will refuse to pay their drivers and employees overtime for the extra stuff, so they just let it go for a while in different areas.
Super chill.
Yeah. Trash pickup companies, they pull some bullshit.
Because of the mob. Because of the mob. All right. Mikey Paul weighs in with our next not cool at It's Just Mikey P. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Mikey P. Mikey Paul says, I deliver to the same guy every single week. He never tips and always says, I'll get you next time.
That is very not cool. This guy's a piece of shit. The fact that he says the same thing every time made me
Guy,
laugh.
I'll get you next time, dude. I'll get you next time.
It's not funny, but it's also super funny at the same time. That guy's unequivocally a fucking asshole.
When I was in high school and I delivered pizza for one of my summer jobs, there was this guy that like 2 or 3 times I went there and he would always be like, oh, you can't just spot me. And he would be like a couple of bucks short on the pizza every single time. Like, no, I can't spot you, dude. Like, why would I pay for your pizza that I just drove here and delivered to you? Like, I'm working. I'm not just gonna buy your last $2. Like, oh, come on, man. What are you gonna do with that when you take it? Like, I don't fucking know, but you didn't buy it.
Like, dude, it's not that it would come out of the company. It would come out of your paycheck. Like, dude, I'm working for the tip that you're also not giving. I'm making negative money delivering this.
Like, yeah, you work. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, when you got off the phone, when you called, they told you a price, right? And you had to be like, ah, shit, that's 17. I only had 14. Like, you had to know.
He kept doing that?
It was like 2 times or 3 times that it happened, and I was just like, oh, fucking all right. But
You
like
just
the
gave it
second
to him?
time- No, I didn't. I was like, no, I can't do this. And he's like, come on, man. And then I was like, yeah, you can call, complain. I don't give a shit.
So you just took the pizzas back? He didn't
Yeah.
go find more money? After the
Well, he was
second
like,
time,
the first
I
time he
would
like
have been
pretended like he was looking for stuff, and then I felt like he was just like wasting time to try and be like, well, it's not a big deal, dude. It was like, but then when I go back and I'm short however much, then my boss is gonna be like, what the fuck, dude?
after the second time, I would have told my boss, mark this address down. We don't deliver there anymore.
Yeah, I didn't really think about
This guy
it.
just keeps he's costing us money by not having the money, so then the pizzas go to waste.
Yeah. That
What a
sucks,
fucking
Mikey.
dickhead. Yeah, Mikey, that sucks. I'm
dude.
sorry, dude.
T's and P's, bro. But happy birthday. Happy birthday, buddy. We love you. Raimundo Benavides at KMundo B on Twitter says, I came to watch a movie at 2 p.m. since I'm off. I was the only ticket until someone bought one in the same row. What the fuck, bro? I moved, but seriously, what the fuck? See, this is me not going to movie theaters in a very long time. I forget that you had to buy assigned seats now.
Yeah, like in the past, it wouldn't have been a problem. You buy a ticket and it just gets you in, you sit wherever. Now everything is marked. What kind of a psycho goes to buy a ticket, sees that one seat is sold in the theater, and goes, well, that's the row I want. Get a row behind or in front.
But what was the like? How close was he to Raimundo?
Were you like, but like, were you like in the middle? Because like, you know how if like you get that, what is it that you're supposed to be like the middle row in the middle, and you get all the sound and shit. And like, if that's if like you both got that middle one, like I can maybe see that, but that is kind of weird. I would still sit like 3 or 4 seats over.
Yeah, I think if they did that, then it's fine.
I assume he had to be within 2 seats of him, because like close enough to where like you can just look and say something to the guy, like not loud, just whispering, and he can hear you. Like, dude, just book a row behind. Now I gotta move because you don't understand basic fucking human contact.
Raimundo, you should have just pretended you were jerking off, like not really jerk off, but just say, like, oh shit, and then like he would have been weirded out, so he would have just moved.
I'm like, all this time, you saw that this was the only seat sold in the theater, and you still bought that one.
Yeah, that's not cool at all. Not cool.
God, especially because there's nothing worse than when you're in a movie theater and you're the only one in there, and then like 3 minutes before showtime, somebody else shows up. You're like, God, it's the dream. Everybody's always wanted to happen. It's never happened for me.
Yeah, I was like, oh, here we go, and then right at commercials, like right at the last preview, like,
I don't know if I
oh,
would
yeah.
laugh
And
louder.
they brought 6 kids. It's a babysitter with 6 kids on a summer break. No.
I think in my head, because it would be like if it was, I've never gone alone, but it would be like me and my buddy, and then other people walking. I'm like, dude, we could have just treated this like Mystery Science Theater. Had like loud conversations during the movie, like we're watching on the couch,
Yeah, that would have been tight.
and then the other people had to show up. Fucking assholes.
You should have just filmed the whole movie and sold it bootleg style.
Put the camera right behind his seat so then they can track it back to, well, he was sitting in that seat. It was that guy. Let's ban him for
You got, like, a
life. That's what
selfie
he
stick and
gets.
you just reach it over there.
That'd been fucking hilarious.
That'd be pretty sick. Have you ever seen a movie by yourself, Robert? In the theater?
Like the only one there?
No,
No,
just
No, but
like gone.
you've gone solo to see
oh
a movie.
yes,
Both.
yes.
I
Okay.
might have. I don't think I
I've
ever
done
have
it one
though.
time, and I couldn't find anybody to go. It was like the sequel to The Room. It was by Tommy Wiseau that made The Room, so I knew it was gonna be a bad movie. And Emma was out of town, and I was just like, "Does anybody want to go to this?" And nobody wanted to.
She went out of town and planned the trip after Alex asked her if she
I
wanted to
just
go.
went and sat by myself, and I watched it, and it was bad.
I saw Venom 2. I knew it was also going to be a bad movie, and I didn't want to make Sam come along and watch that movie. So I'm like, I'll just go by myself. I think it was like a Tuesday at like 1 or something p.m.
Oh, it was like a Friday. I feel like a loser walking in by myself. Hated it.
No one cares. Like I
know, they
get
do-
that.
they
but No
don't.
one cares.
If I
It's
really wanted
weird,
to see
you
it,
see?
I would have like maybe I've done. I don't remember ever doing it, but you know, I drank, so
That's
who
why
knows?
I swore off movies forever. I was like, never watching another movie again. Ever.
I would. My only problem is I don't want to get stuck in between two people that I don't know. That's what I think stops me from going by myself to the movies.
Yeah.
Well, just don't
There
go
should
on
be-
opening weekend, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, and if you go during the day, you should be good.
I mean, you never know. People book they could the whole place could be open. They could book either side of me.
True. True.
Plus,
all right.
plus you need a friend to be like, dude, that preview looks good. You got to be able to talk about the previews.
Dude, we gotta see that one. We gotta see that. Those sucks.
We've gone to 2 movies in 5 years, but we're definitely going to see that one.
We'll go and see that one, dude. Make plans. Coming this summer, dude. Fuck yeah. Brandon Davis, aka Texas Cat Daddy. He's at A Stream of Cream on Twitter. Brandon says, I worked fucking near 60 hours this week. No overtime. I'm paid by the job. I did the same amount of jobs I usually do each week. I need a drink. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
60-hour work week. That's not ideal. Not
Yeah,
ideal.
as I was reading, I was like, dude, if you get paid by the job, you work 60 hours, and that means more money anyway. Until I got to the end of the sentence. Is this? Yeah, that fucking blows, dude.
That does suck.
I'm sorry, man.
T's and
Hey,
P's.
you've earned a drink. You've earned 6 drinks.
7. Maybe even 8. Hell, 9.
Just have a bottle.
Might as well make it 10. 12 pack. Just 12 pack it. But T's and P's, dude. That sucks, man. That sucks. Working like a dog over there. All right. I have an okay one I can start us with. My we're the tortured gravy department here. As a tortured poet myself, I've been writing my poetry this week, and sometimes I get parched. So I want to go get a glass of water, and I'll go, and 3 fucking times this week, I've either tried to flush a toilet or gone to get water, and the water has been out of my apartments because they've been doing construction. I, again, am no longer on the email list because I yelled at them, so they took me off the email list. So they emailed my wife, not me. And I don't know this, so I'm home. Just like, I'm going to go take a shower. Oh, I can't take a fucking shower? Fuck. Can't refill my Brita? Fuck. And just the inconveniences when you, like the water's out. I don't know how long it's going to be out. And it's been out for like hour, 2 hours max, each of the 2 times. Or if the 3 times, however many times it's happened. But you just forget. Like, I'll be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go do this. Like, I'm gonna take out the trash and then go wash my hands. I'm like, fuck, we still don't have any water. So it's like, just when you consistently will forget that you don't have the water on anymore, and then you're always reminded, like, fuck, this is the worst, and I really wish I had water on me right now. But yeah, when they did it like 2 or 3 times, it wasn't like just they were being assholes. I saw that they were digging up the road in front of us, so they were actually doing construction. The city was, but not ideal. Water, important. It's a pretty important thing. Might have to make a well for the next time that happens. What do you guys got?
I got a couple. I'm extremely irate with NFL Network right now. I understand that their morning show is being moved from New York to LA. and it's been off the air for like a month now. There's gonna be like, I think, another month. They gave everybody like fucking 2 months off for the move. It's the week of the draft, and they have zero programming every morning to cover.
Dude,
It's
I was trying to
insane to me.
I was trying to do some shit yesterday. I was just gonna be doing some like stuff around the house, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Let me turn on NFL Network. They're gonna have draft coverage on. I'll just have that in the background, and then you can throw out the like, "Oh, dude, so Romo Doomsday, you know, he's left-handed, and his favorite color is green." Like you learn random facts about people that you can drop at like a draft party. Like I was so excited to just hear background noise draft talk, and it was like the replay of the Senior Bowl.
Dude, every single morning I get into work and I'll turn on the TV, and I've got like 10, 15 minutes of like paperwork shit that I have to put together in the morning. I would always turn it on and like listen. And every morning it's like fucking Packers, Steelers, Super Bowl, Colts, Super Bowl. It's just replays of Super Bowls. The best option I have is to turn on fucking Get Up with Mike Greenberg, because the other ones are just debate shows where they don't talk about, and all they talk about is basketball. And then 80% of the time they're talking about basketball. I can't watch any draft prep coming up to the. It's insane. This morning, I got to work after Monday and Tuesday, the same shit. And I was like, you know what? I bet you today, though, because it's the day before the draft, they'll have something. Turn on the TV. Fucking Super Bowl 64. I'm like, God damn it! How? You are the NFL fucking network, and you have
this is your week.
Morning coverage
This is
of
your
the
week.
draft that you are about to air tomorrow. I bet you get to work tomorrow. There's nothing on. You like, I understand your morning show is moving.
They can't not. But like, it's like the morning show's not all day.
No, but like the morning show is moving. Schedule some other people to get into a fucking studio and run some draft prep in the mornings.
Or yeah,
this is such a like just obvious fucking thing to do.
That's stupid.
It's been driving me absolutely nuts. I love draft week. The NFL draft is one of my favorite events of every year. And this week, everybody was like, well, we're like, not even one of the other ones. Like FS1, you could have skipped the fucking week off and just run draft prep. You could have noticed that NFL Network was not doing it, and you guys could have had a fucking monopoly on the market, and none of the other shows were like, let's do it.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. It's pretty dumb. I'm glad that I didn't realize that was You're Not Cool. That I did notice that I think Monday or Tuesday this week was like, what the fuck?
I've been so angry every morning. And
because then you like go down the guide and you're like, oh well, like they probably have like that must be just a weird scheduling thing. It's got to be none of this. It's just reruns of games all day.
No, and I don't always put on NFL in the morning. Sometimes I'll have MLB Network, NHL. I just happened to have it on like 3 weeks ago when they were. And I happened to be in front of the TV and not walk around doing something when they said on air that they're going to be taking like 2 months off while they move it to LA. Otherwise, all this week, I would have just been like confused as shit. Like, what is happening? Did they take it off the air? Did they cancel the show? I'm so mad. I hate it so much.
I also hate that just because there's teams in LA now, like they're like, well, we have to have a hub there. Like, not really. You could still be in New York. New York's a pretty big city.
It's LA, so they bought a massive space and decided to do it. Because it's across the street from like the stadium too. So like, let's just move to LA. Everyone wants to live out there, which I can't blame them. The higher ups are like, oh wait, I can move out of New York and live in good weather.
Yeah, that's true.
It fucking ruined my draft week though. My other one is a combination of Xfinity and me. Because Monday, I'm getting ready to watch the Bruins' first playoff game, and they're doing the national anthems, and my Xfinity goes out. Not
Colin Kaepernick running Xfinity over here,
dude. It was just like, and then I get a text a little bit later that says, "Hey, we know there's an outage in the area. We're expecting to have it done by 10:30." Which, like, they always say that, and sometimes it's way longer, but most of the time it's a few hours. And it was back by, like, the middle of the second period. But then I'm sitting there scrambling because, like, I pulled it up on my phone. Then I decided, you know what, let me hotspot my phone, and I can watch it on my laptop. The hotspot wasn't strong enough to run streaming video on the laptop, so then I had to watch half the Bruins game on my phone, which just drove me fucking nuts. But they won, and it was okay. Or maybe that was Sunday. Whatever fucking day it was. The next day, get ready to watch more playoff hockey. I'm playing some video games. Xfinity goes down again. But like my team wasn't playing and I was playing just like old Call of Duty like campaigns. So I was like, whatever, this doesn't really matter. I don't need internet. I'll just follow whatever game. Like I'll check scores on my phone. After a while, I never get a text either. I'm like, this is fucking weird. I just keep playing video games all night. My sister had her boyfriend and his kid over. They're just hanging out. I'm like, fucking whatever. They leave eventually to go back to his place. And after a couple hours, I go to let the dogs out and I go into her room. I'm like, let me just check the modem. I guess the kid had just unplugged the modem at some point.
Ooh.
In the room that they're all hanging out with. And I text her later. I was like, hey, I found out what happened. Somebody unplugged the router. She was like, I'll yell at them. And I was like, I'm going to yell at you. You were in the fucking room and you never thought to check the plug.
Yeah.
I never
Your
went and
fault.
checked because I was like, she's in the fucking room.
She wouldn't
Like
allow
she
this to
uses the
happen.
internet all the time. Like, there's no way she wouldn't know. I was like, I went like 4 hours without anything. And all it was fucking unplugged. I was so, and I was slightly angry at myself. Like I should have just gone and checked, but I was like, no, there's 2 other adults in that room.
Well, yeah, you assumed that.
I was like, God damn it.
Like
I
when
could have been
when-
watching 2 different hockey games this whole fucking time.
That's like hey, did I leave my hat in your car? And you'd saying no, and then, well, let me check. Like, well, I just did check, but okay. Like, that's what you would have been like if did y'all unplug this? No. And then, yeah, okay, you did.
I
And then
didn't
you
even
would
text
check
her anything about it being, we didn't talk this whole time. Because like I said, I was playing video games. And then when I texted her, she was like, yeah, I was going to ask you about that, but I just didn't. Like both of us just didn't ask the other person. But like, I was like, you're fucking 8 feet
kids,
away.
man.
You're 8 feet away from the plug.
Yeah,
How did you not
that
just
sucks.
check it? God damn it. I wasn't even like really angry about it. I was just like, what the fuck, man?
The fuck is happening? All right, Robert, what about you? That was a good one, Pat.
So I mentioned previously that birthday season for my family has started. One of my cousin's birthday was over the weekend, and a different birthday was earlier in April, and we had got together then. And as we were leaving, my cousin said, "Oh yeah, we'll get together probably Saturday, this past Saturday, to celebrate, just because it's easier." He lives kind of far, and Sunday everyone's got to go back to school and work and blah 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 blah. So we'll get together Saturday. I'm like, cool. Saturday sounds good. I'll see you then. And he texted me last week while we were doing the podcast, just saying the same thing. Hey, just a reminder, we'll get together this Saturday. I'm like, cool. I just thumbs up the text because we were podcasting. I was a little distracted. So we go Saturday, and like all the lights are off at the house. I'm like, oh, this is weird. I hope that they didn't change the location and didn't tell us, because like it was gonna be at his mom's place or his house. And then we walk up to the house. Like there's 2 people in there, my aunt and another cousin, and they're like, "Oh no, it's tomorrow. We're all getting together tomorrow."
I thought you were about to say you like ruined a surprise party.
No, and I'm like, "What?" I thought he said Saturday. We had previously said Saturday, like verbally, and then he also texted. I look back, the text did say Sunday.
Ooh, yeah. Because then you're mad at the information that was given to you. You're like, nope, I just can't read.
Did you just leave after that, or did you feel obliged to like stay,
wanna hang
say hi
out?
for a
You
little
wanna do
bit?
something?
Well, yeah, it was like a 45-minute drive. So yeah, I'm like, okay, let's hang out for like an hour or something. It's not like immediately
See
turn
you
back
tomorrow.
around.
I would have been like, let's just go get something to eat. Fuck this.
Yeah, dude, that is you win. You win the not cool this week.
But fucking 3+ hours in your car in 2 days to go to a birthday party.
Yeah, we ended up going Sunday because Sam had something. We couldn't Sunday, so I'm like, okay, they already know we can't this Sunday. So when he texted, I thought he was saying Saturday because he already knew we couldn't Sundays. And like I said, we were podcasting.
Yeah.
We were podcasting, so I'm like, okay, yeah, thumbs up. Put my phone back down. And never
You
looked at
could
it
have
again.
had. Did you tell him to save you a slice of cake?
I would never.
They set aside. I'll pick it up in about 3 weeks. It'll be great. Still good.
Little fucking cake hater over here.
Cake non
Yeah,
enjoy.
you just hate birthdays specifically because of the cake. Robert's war on cake. This is
Not
solid,
good?
not cool though. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. Both of you guys had the not cools where it's like it's on me, but it's not cool because I should have picked that up and I just did it.
Mhm.
Like, those are the worst ones.
I expected my sister to have a functioning brain. And
Yeah.
So that's my fault. I should know by now.
All right, let's move on to the answers segment. Let's wrap this bad boy up. We do the pre-com segment. We pitch our ideas. We ask any questions we have. We would like you guys to do the same thing for the answer segment. If you got any high thoughts, any questions from those that you'd like to ask us, hit us up at Passing Away Pod. I am at Alex J. Milton. Pat's at Not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. You're gonna have to start hitting us up on Twitter now, specifically for it. And then if you're emailing them to us, we shifted over an email. I didn't renew our website, guys. I didn't renew our website, and then it told me that I didn't renew it, and then I was like, whatever. And after a while, I just realized, like, do we do anything with it? So PassingAwayPod.com's contact page doesn't really do anything anymore. But just hit us up. We're at Passing Away Pod. Use hashtag PTG answers. That's how we search for it. You can
I'm
also
gonna be honest
email
with
them
you.
to us.
I didn't know there was a difference between PassingGravyPod.com and PassingGravyMerch.com. Like I knew, but like every time I just go to the merch one. I don't even go to the main one. I check it out.
Well, that was kind of what I thought about because they were going to charge me a pretty good amount of money for it, and I was just like, we don't use this. Like at the beginning of the podcast, when like we didn't have it on YouTube, I'd be like, here, go listen there, but whatever. But use it's answers at or no, just hit it up. It's passingawaypod@gmail.com. Hit us up on there if you want to email us questions. That's how you can do that. But again, I need the password for the account. Just get back in the email. So we'll get that figured out. But then send us your answers questions to passthegravypod@gmail.com and tweet us. That's the easiest way to do it. Just hit us up on Twitter. Hashtag PTG answers. Ask whatever you want. Ask parenting advice. I'm becoming a dad. I read the dad books. I can help you out. If you want relationship advice, we just helped somebody who didn't give us an update last week. You want, any kind of advice at all. Anything about life advice, health advice. We got you. Medical advice, baking advice, car advice, anything like that. We got you. And then just any questions you had at all. Hit us up. Hashtag PTG answers to @PassingAwayPod on Twitter. This is the answers segment.
Well, if you just answer the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question. Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Answers.
Any questions?
All right, our first question this week comes to us in an email form. Dane, you're going to have to change the email method that you use going forward. But Dane Milner writes in again and says, could you beat up any bird in a fight?
No.
You're wrong. I could kick any bird's ass.
The Andean condor has a wingspan of 10 feet, 10 inches and large talons. No, it would swoop down on you. Dude, a peregrine falcon could fuck you up because they dive at so fast. They dive, what is it, like 120 fucking miles an hour? Something like that. It's so bad. Dude, a bald eagle could fuck you up.
Yeah, right.
So first of all,
maybe just because you didn't fight out of respect.
You're gonna fight a bald eagle. You're gonna fuck up a bald eagle.
But if it's gonna throw down, I have to throw down back.
Dude, the claws on some of these birds, you don't know. They would fucking tear your shit up.
Oh yeah, until I just punch them out of the fucking air, and then oh no, what? You're on the ground? I got you here, bitch.
Peregrine falcons, they're not that big, but if this thing dive bombs you at 240 miles an hour and hits you in the head, you're done.
Yeah, I'll wear a helmet, idiot.
You're not going to see it coming.
Yeah, well,
240 miles an hour. It gets you in the chest. You're done.
yeah, not if I swat him away.
You won't. He's moving 240
I'll
miles an hour.
swat the fuck out of that bitch, dude.
Dude,
I would
no,
kill any
no.
bird. The only bird that I could not kill is a pterodactyl, but that's a dinosaur, not a bird. So that doesn't even count. I could fuck up any bird out there.
An
Send me in
ostrich
the-
would
send
fuck
me-
you up.
Oh, okay. Okay, dude. What happens when you get scared, idiot? You put your head in the ground, loser. I would chop the fucking ostrich's neck off. Just karate
No, you
chop his
wouldn't.
neck off. I'd fucking bend his fucking little bitch neck, dude. I'd fuck up an ostrich. I'd fuck up an ostrich.
The common ostrich, the average weight is 346 pounds.
Yeah, you just tackle him.
You get a
gotta
big
go
boy.
low.
You
gotta
get
go low.
you get the fucking Big Show version of the ostrich. That thing's 400 plus. It's charging you full speed.
Yeah, and then I hip check him, and he fucking eats shit. His little bitch legs are broken in half because he's got,
Fucking
legs
dude.
are like an inch wide. Fuck him.
Somali ostriches are 290 pounds. That thing's a pirate. It's gonna fuck you up. A
I feel
290
even more
pound pirate.
confident. If there's any pirates I could stop, it's ostrich pirates. I could stop the fuck out of them.
And this says any bird. It doesn't just say living. Here I found a bird here. The largest bird ever in existence was 1,870 pounds.
Yeah, come get me then. You're dead. You suck. You can't fight. That's why it's extinct. Birds are dumb. People are not dumb. I could kick any bird's ass. Any bird in the world. If you're a bird listening to this right now, come at me. I'll fuck you up. I'll fuck you up, birds. Calling all birds. This isn't a bird swarm. This is a one-on-one, me via bird.
one-on-one.
I win that fight. I win that fight 100% of the time.
Bro, you're not thinking about the talons.
Oh,
The
send me
razor
that
sharp,
peregrine.
dude.
That peregrine fucking pop. Oh no.
How
Not
are you
another
gonna
one.
How are you gonna block a talon?
You just punch it, dude. Punch through it.
Well, I'm talking about the talons of the big birds.
Yeah, you
You're gonna
the shit
punch.
out of it.
Okay, so you punch the talon. The talon hits the back of your hand, rips your hand open. Now all those muscles can't be used. Now you get a floppy
Yeah.
hand.
Got the other hand. Boom, done.
Then it does it again.
Nope.
Now you got no
He's already
hands.
got caught. He's already got caught. So when he does that, he hits this arm. I just grab his claws out of the other one, pull him down, and then I just slam his head on the ground until he's dead. Done. I can do this all day, dude. Give me any kind of bird. I'll tell you how I'd fight it. So I can grab it by the fucking legs, smash it on the ground until it's dead. Done.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think you're stronger than the average Florida man? Because here's a story of a cassowary.
on
It's a rare
bath salts
emu-like
or off
bird
bath
attacked
salts?
and killed a Florida man.
Yeah, then I'm tougher than that guy.
Then again, okay. The guy was also 75, and he was the bird's owner.
Yeah, he's an elderly. And see, you let the bird get close to you. He studied all your weaknesses. He had film. I'm not letting these birds get film on me. Fuck those birds.
I respect birds.
I don't.
Do you think you could kill Big Bird?
Yeah, I can kill Big Bird easy.
Yeah, I could fuck a Big Bird.
Give me a gun.
But it's
No.
any bird.
Yeah, any bird in the world, I could kill.
No, I'm realistic.
I am too. I'd fuck up a bird. I am Alex, king of the birds.
Ugh.
Robert, what do you think?
No, just that even that Falcon that Pat was talking about, 200 miles an hour, its cruising speed is 55 miles an hour.
Yeah, so is mine when I'm in the car.
You drive that
School zones in
slow?
the car.
Only in school zones.
Yeah, no, dude. Birds are the modern ancestors of dinosaurs. People forget that.
Yeah, so what, dude?
Like a
Where are
pigeon?
dinosaurs
Yeah, I'd
now?
fuck up a
Where?
pigeon.
What happened to dinosaurs? They didn't make it, dude.
God, I would love to hear that Robert gets attacked by a bird. Or not Robert, sorry. Alex gets attacked by a bird sometime the next year. Not you, Robert. I love you.
Yeah, I hope you do. And I'll be here on the podcast being like, and I fucking killed the shit out of that bitch.
Alex spending all this time worried about fucking robots. And it's
You
gonna be
got
a bird.
taken out by a hat. You were
That's
out.
true.
Person. That was a person. That was a human that did that.
A hat grazing your eye fucked you up. And
Stabbing.
you think
Stab. It was a
you
human
think
that
you're-
stabbed me in the eye with a hat.
you know what's sharper than a hat brim? Talons.
Yeah, but I'll have arms up, dude. I'm ready for
Oh,
it.
and then it'll slice up your fucking arms.
I would fuck up a dude, don't even. I would fuck up all the birds.
Emus are
Alright, this
taller
is a-
than you. Ostriches are taller than you and
Yeah,
bigger.
they have the dumbest necks ever, dude. Just dead. So
I
dead.
would assume they use them like weapons, like giraffes do. They got hard heads, dude. Ostriches can be
so
mean
do I, dude.
motherfuckers.
Have you heard me in this argument? Come
That's
on,
true.
bro. Come on, dude.
I would love
I'm
to
here
watch
for
you
it.
fight an ostrich and get your
Yeah.
ass kicked.
Yeah, you should. Come on out.
It does that little fucking flowery dance on your fucking body after it knocks you out.
It wouldn't do that because it'd be on the ground. I'd be stepping on its dumb broken neck.
Fucking crouch humps you like it's Halo.
Would not. It wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do that. I'd be ripping its wing off and cooking it. But you guys want ostrich wings for dinner? Never had them before. Let's throw them on the grill.
You know what this sounds like? It sounds like you got a bird brain.
You got a bird brain. Fuck you, dude. Great question, Dane. Great question. I'll fuck up any bird listening to this podcast. All right. Next question is from Glamour Perry. She's at Glam for Life on Twitter. And Glamour says, is it more embarrassing to go to the store for condoms /tampons /unmentionables and pick it up yourself, or to get it curbside where someone knows your name, items, and car info? Which do y'all prefer and why?
I've never gotten anything curbside
I don't get anything curbside.
other than maybe food once or twice.
Yeah,
I don't. I
food
feel
doesn't
like
count.
unless you're in high school and you live in a small town where everybody knows everybody, that would be embarrassing for. But you're buying people need condoms,
Yeah, I'm fucking.
especially tampons.
If
You
I'm
can't
buying
be embarrassed.
condoms.
Like you gotta buy tampons.
It's you're either saying I'm fucking or I'm definitely not fucking. But maybe
Oh,
I
what do you
am
mean
fucking
definitely
if I'm
not?
buying tampons. Yeah.
What do you mean definitely not?
I'm fucking definitely, or maybe I am.
Maybe in high
Still.
school you're definitely not. Come on, we're fucking grown up now.
Grown men.
Got to get your Red Wings.
I think it's more awkward. Probably, I guess, in person. I don't give a fuck if the person's putting shit in my car. But I'm also like, I can't do the curbside thing because it pisses me off when I see people just watching other people put stuff in their car. It's like, help him. Help that guy put stuff in their car. What are you doing?
I could see it being more embarrassing for the curbside when they're like, oh, the fucking '08 Toyota pulled up. They need heavy flow tampons. Like if you're picking up the same, you only show up there to get these things, and it's every time, and they know it. You're like, oh fuck, they know my cycle. That's kind of weird.
That would be really funny if like some dude just added on his like wife's curbside pickup. She's like on her way to the store. And he's like, heavy flow tampons, 70,000 things of condoms, spermicidal lube, and then just the 5-hour energy, just like all the weird, and like all cucumbers. Just a
You're
bunch
like
of
pulling
phallic shaped stuff, and just like
You
yeah,
pull
here you
into
go.
a Walgreens, guy's like picking up carts from the parking lot, and he sees you pull up. He's like, "Ah, Debbie, I got your lube and tampons ready. I'll be there in a minute."
I'm coming with the tamps, Deb. I got you. I would say that it would probably be more, I guess, for the curbside person. Maybe it would be more awkward. I'm not awkward about that.
I don't just
Can't
When
tell you
you're
the last time
younger,
about
I
condoms,
guess
though, right,
what-
fellas?
when you're younger, I guess maybe it's a little bit more embarrassing. But like now, once you're in your 30s, you're like,
Yeah.
you fucking need these things. Even in your 20s, you're like, girl needed tampons. What do you want? I'm buying fucking tampons. What do you want?
Right? Tampons happen, right?
I'm being a
I
good
guess
guy here.
curbside. We had to pick curbside, but I don't think you should feel embarrassed about any of them. All right.
Your body's beautiful, everyone.
Yeah, Glamour, you're amazing. Don't you be ashamed of yourself. Alex O, our reigning MVP of the Gravies Awards. He's at Alex McThunder1 on Twitter. And Alex O says, power rank these animated TV shows. And he gives us The Simpsons, Family Guy, South Park, Bob's Burgers, and Futurama. I feel like this is a very interesting way that everybody will lay them out, where you look at like tradition or what. Robert, I want you to start first, though.
All right. I was struggling within 1 and 2, but I think I'm gonna go number 1, Bob's Burgers. Going number 1, Bob's
All right.
Burgers.
Understandable.
Number 2, South Park. 3, Simpsons. then Family Guy, then Futurama last.
Okay. Okay, I don't hate that. It's like it's hard to argue with any of them wherever you put them, except for Trust Tree Futurama should be 5, I think, on everybody's list. I don't
Oh, you're gonna hate my list.
like Futurama, but I think Futurama is by far the inferior to the other 4 of those. But I went so Futurama 5, but I had The Simpsons 1 just because the staying power of The Simpsons. The Simpsons was like he was on when I was born. And still just
It's still
churn out
awesome.
episodes all the time.
People, there's
And
just
it's
so much
still
more to
funny.
watch. People don't watch it as much anymore.
Yeah. Well, The Simpsons kind of like set the blueprint for that shit, I feel like. And
Yeah.
then like they started it, and then South Park kind of followed that and was like, but we can make it dirtier. So I think South Park is 2 on that. I probably enjoy South Park and Family Guy more than I do enjoy watching The Simpsons, but like the respect you got to give The Simpsons is like my wife's favorite show is The Simpsons, and she will just put on the Peacock has them, and she'll just put that on and just watch like a random Simpsons episode, and like you could watch days without repeating episodes because there's so many. It's fucking crazy. So Simpsons 1, South Park 2, 3 is Family Guy. I would prefer Family Guy over The Simpsons, but that's just because I didn't grow up on The Simpsons from an early age. But Family Guy fucks. It's an awesome show. And then Bob's Burgers. 4, I love Bob's Burgers, but if you had to ask why they were lower down, it would probably be because they sing a little too much sometimes. Fun songs. But like sometimes like I'm not here for the singing. They are great songs, but sometimes like another fucking sing song one. Let's go. Just get to a story. So Bob's Burgers 4.
You're not gonna like the
5.
Bob's Burgers movie then.
Yeah, I saw it. It wasn't my favorite movie. Still funny. All right, Pat, what you got?
I mean, South Park 1. It's my favorite show of all time. I fucking absolutely love it. I'm putting Futurama at 2. I love Futurama. I know most people aren't gonna put it. This is my list, though.
It's your list, Joe.
Fucking Bender is one of. Fuck, Bender would have been a great sidekick to pick for the list.
Yeah.
Bender's fucking. I love Futurama. I really do. 3, I'm putting Simpsons. Just because. I mean, it's the fucking Simpsons. It's fucking great. That's why it's going 3. I really haven't watched it in years, but it's like they don't syndicate it the way they do these other ones. Like Family Guy's on all the time. The Simpsons is never fucking on unless it's the news.
Gone
like
a lot. It's on like
Fox.
FX, just reruns all the time.
But like I never like when I'm scrolling, it's never like in the lit. Like there's always Family Guy right there, but it's just never like one of the channels I'm passing by. You're right. It does go on like FXX or FX, whatever the fuck. But that's way down there. I never get that far. 4 Family Guy. Family Guy's fucking amazing, and then 5 Bob's Burgers. Nothing against those ones. Like Bob's Burgers might be my actual 3rd favorite on this list. I love Bob's Burgers. It's fucking amazing, and same with Family Guy. Great staying power. They're fucking amazing. But like, I still think about the Treehouse of Horror where Bart had the evil twin living in the attic. It's an all-time, like, there's so many iconic Simpsons. Fucking South Park had a whole episode where they were just trying to do shit that Simpsons had already fucking done.
Yeah.
But, Family Guy 4, Bob's Burgers 5, just because you got to give respect to the shows that have been going for fucking 15 years. And Simpsons, like, 30 years now, plus.
Forever.
Almost 35 years. But, yeah, they're all phenomenal fucking shows. I need to do another watch to a Futurama again. I love that show.
All right. It was great power rankings, Alex. So if you got any power rankings, hit us up at Pass the Gravy Pod, hashtag PTG Answers, and just give us 5 similarly related things. Tell us to power rank them, and we'll do a great job of it. Ryan Havens emailed in. Don't forget to email us at passthegravypod@gmail.com with all your future answers questions, or just get a Twitter at passthegravypod, hashtag PTG Answers. But Ryan says, toast. Losing the battle, but winning the war.
I don't even have a fucking clue what this one means.
I think you nailed it, though.
Why would Toast be losing the battle? Toast is amazing.
Because you're getting burnt right now. Right now, it's not great. And you are in the heat of battle. And shit's, I'm going to be honest with you, son. You're not going to enjoy it for the next 4 minutes that you're in there. But afterwards, you're glorious toast. And we're going to put some spread on you, and we're going to eat you, and we're going to use it to fuel our bodies, and you're going to win that war.
Hot, crunchy bread. It's amazing.
It's getting burnt.
There's
but
nothing
then it
losing.
comes out and it's toast. It comes out and it's toast. So it
Burnt
sucks
toast is
'cause
still
you-
great.
Right, but like toast is great, but bread when it's in there, like it's probably losing that war right there.
Losing
And
the
then it comes
battle.
out, it's losing that battle, and then it comes out, wins the war because it's dope and it's toast. You're like, right, this is better than regular bread.
I can't put the word losing with toast. If you're having toast, you're winning. Toast is awesome.
Well, that's why it's not toast. When it's bread, it's losing the battle. Then it becomes toast, and it wins the war.
The only way I can do toast losing the battle, winning the war is if you're the best man, you're giving a toast at your buddy's wedding, but then you're losing him, so you're losing the battle. But then eventually they get divorced and you get your boy back. You won the war.
You won the war.
You still have him, she doesn't. That's
Right.
the toast that's losing the battle, winning the war. When your buddy gets married, then divorced. Like, haha, he's back to loving me the most.
Sort of a different example, but yeah. Yeah.
That's the only toast that I think you can lose the battle.
No, I think
Like,
you
you finally got him. You took him away from me.
It just had to get thrown into a lot of heat and be toasted. But once it came out, the end goal was that it was toast. It's toast, and now it makes a way better sandwich bread than regular sandwich bread.
See, I won't even get to do that because my best friend, he didn't really have, like, he had a courthouse wedding. There's no toast or anything. I didn't give a toast. She just won. That
Yeah.
Colombian minx took him from me.
She just won. And she got a green card too, maybe, huh?
That too.
She really won. She's awesome. She's awesome. And that was not why they got married. Let's wrap it up with our boy Josh Tree Caudle. Josh Tree Caudle. He's at Joshua Tree 713. And Josh says, if you're a millionaire with a self-driving car, can you drink since you're technically not driving?
No, there actually was some Tesla drivers being charged with murder because he was like playing on his phone and his car hit someone and killed him because he had like the autopilot on. But like, you still have to be in control of your car. So
See,
I wish you
would
could
sue
drink, but
Tesla
no.
so fast and be like, it's kind of like my hush money argument where I'm like, no, but like they can't talk about it. I paid them hush money. Like, but they're talking about it. No, but I paid them to not talk about it. They're not allowed to do that. I'd
Well,
be
you
like,
can't even
"No,
do that anymore.
But I'd be like, autopilot. I thought I was piloting on auto, so I'm not supposed to do anything here, pal. Yeah, but you should still autopilot. Set autopilot.
Yeah,
Supposed
but
to-
it says in
Huh?
all they've got big lawyers that in all the fine print of everything it says no, you can use this, but you still have to be fully aware of the road
Then what's the point of getting autopilot?
because you can make people think that they can do that but not be legally liable.
What a waste. What a waste.
Also, I don't think you have to be a millionaire to have one of those cars.
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy a rusted Cybertruck.
You could
I
have
think.
good credit.
That could have been not cool. Is that
So,
like,
dude,
looking
I
at
saw a
cars
Cybertruck in
just
Houston.
Sucks. I saw one
Like
too.
2 days ago. I was just saying, like, when I went up to see my buddies in Austin and I was like, I took a picture of one, like, this is something you only see in Austin, you don't see in Houston. Like literally like 4 days later. Or like a week later, wherever the fuck it was. Cybertruck right there.
I don't know if they know that cars can drive from one city to another. So, fun fact, they can drive from Austin all the way to Houston like I did. You can pick any car you want and be in that.
You can't, but how long till they start releasing different colors for the Cybertruck? Like, yeah, you can do
I don't
something other
know.
than gray.
But I saw that, I saw the Cybertruck, and then I think my wife did too, and she talked about it. And then my algorithm was Cybertrucks for like a day, and it was just people bitching about that theirs got rusted from rain and shit. And I was like, man, maybe they'll sell it, and I'll just buy I'll buy a vintage Cybertruck. That'll be my next car. It'll just be it's got some rust on it. I don't give a fuck. It's just,
They should have just made it look like the
earthy.
Hummer.
They should have. Really should have.
Basically what they can
you
do is
can't
they
drink
combine
that.
their current design and combine it with the Hummer, and they've got the Warthog from Halo. Just give us
Yeah.
that. That's what we want.
Yeah.
If they could sell it on fucking dogs, they could put a flamethrower on the back. That's basically like the turret gun.
That is true. We should start installing flamethrowers on all cars now. That definitely won't go bad. Okay, but yeah, so you can't drive. You can't drive drinking, even if you have a self-driving car.
Well, you
You
can.
can. You're not supposed to.
No, but like unless you get caught, you can drink while. Maybe I shouldn't finish that, but
Don't. We don't condone that on this podcast. That's not
I
what
mean,
this podcast is about.
I've never taken some road sodas with me. You know,
Yeah, no, we don't. Yeah, obviously not. We
never
don't do
done that. I'm
ever.
fucking totally drinking apple juice
Yep.
on long drives.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that's it, boys. That's the pod. Let's wrap it up. Wrap it up with we'll sign off. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at not Pat DN. Robert's at Robert Barbosa03. We are at Pass Grade Pod on all socials. Give us a follow on our Facebook page. Go like our Facebook page. Go like our Twitter. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/at Pass Grade Podcast, or just search Pass Grade Podcast on YouTube. On Instagram at Pass Grade Pod, TikTok at Pass Grade Pod. Go ja on all the stuff that we post. And share us with a friend. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever else you listen to podcasts. Make sure you give the thumbs up on that YouTube video when you're watching it. If you're not watching it, go to the YouTube and just thumbs up it. It helps us out. It helps us out with that algorithm. But you guys are the best. We love you guys. And start thinking right now. Start thinking of a celebrity, of a random celebrity that you want. That's how we're going to end this bad boy. A random celebrity generator. Pat, who do you want to take first?
I'm taking Mr. Samwise Gamgee himself, Sean Astin.
Sean Astin. Robert, what about you?
I'm taking the Bob's Burgers voice actor, H. John Benjamin.
H. John Benjamin.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I'm going
I thought you were going to take Eugene Merman for his son. You seem like more his type of guy.
I am going to take Michael Keaton because I watched the McDonald's movie Founder this weekend.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. You just realize that Ray Kroc was kind of a piece of shit that used these two brothers that did all the work.
I mean, most people that build something are.
Yeah. He didn't build it. He saw them build it and then was like, we should franchise this. But go watch it. It's called The Founder.
So he built McDonald's into what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, fair. All right, so we're starting on Grant Hill. I'm going Michael Keaton. You have H. John Benjamin, and you have
Sean Astin.
Sean Astin. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hayden Panettiere. Not even close. Just run it back.
My buddy got into a traffic accident with her years ago. She rear-ended him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
He's visiting his dad in California.
1, 2, 3. Robert Reed.
He kind of looks like Sean Astin.
Kind of looks like Sean. All right, third time's charm. 3, 2, 1. Timothy Treadwell. Damn it.
Don't even
Have
know
we
who
even
that
had
is.
anybody with the same name? Like, I
No.
thought Timothy Chalamet, and I was like, that would have been half. I would have got a half point, I feel like, if I had said Timothy Chalamet.
We haven't been close.
Fuck. I just want to see. I wish that, like, everybody had, like, cameras whenever we're playing that, because I would love it if somebody got it one time in their car. Like, oh, and, like, no one's ever going to believe them.
Yeah, but they can rewind. So, yeah, we would never believe that.
Right. Yeah, that's like somebody probably had like it's got to be a super satisfying feeling out of any random person nailed it. I was in the
Can't
car
wait
by
to do this
myself,
at a
and
live show.
No one's ever going to fucking. I keep saying that we're not going to end the live show until somebody gets it right,
We'll have to just cheat.
or just
You have-
quit.
you
We'll
have,
just-
like,
we may just not follow.
You have
that.
PowerPoint on your phone and make it look like that, but you click it. We already know what the next slide's.
We just have a backup one. You're like, yeah. All right, you guys are the best. We love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. I hope your teams all draft all the best players, unless you're an Eagles fan or a Cowboys fan. And then I hope they draft shit. So have a great draft week. Great rest of your week. Enjoy the weekend. And until we talk to you next time, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, Now we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich.